Yo. It's the Hardfood podcast.
Back again.
Back again. My name is Juice English.
Saxon King. There.
And this is episode 42.
Yeah.
Before we start, I just want to say subscribe.
Yeah.
Subscribe from now. Just
subscribe.
Just press pause and subscribe if you're going to take long. Whatever.
Don't turn off the episode, but just press the subscribe button. That's
you might as well press share and that while you're there as well. Drop a comment, all that.
Send a link to your family and that. Yeah.
Spam
up there like WhatsApp and that. Yeah.
If it's love, the won't mind. Still, the won't mind. Got a special guest in the building.
Yeah.
Goes by the name of Ricky Jackson. It's a Wolves celeb, you know.
I thought I was bigger than Wolves, bloody hell.
Yeah? Bro. So I know you probably did so. Yeah, what are you saying?
Yeah, I'm blessed. What are you saying?
Yeah, I'm blessed, man. The sun is beating me up still. The sun is absolutely...
Typical, yeah, he's right to call himself. What is he call himself? Juice English.
Yeah.
Love moan, complain.
I'm trying not to complain, but just a little bit.
Just embrace it, man.
A little bit of nighttime rain wouldn't
no, man.
Just a little bit.
No.
Just in the night, you get me?
You know what? The only thing I feel bad for is I'm walking outside, I'm seeing the grass.
Grass is yellow.
Grass is just yellow.
Yeah.
I'm like, I feel like just dashing some cold water on there. Have some life. But by that, I'm loving this sun. I love it, man.
You know, it's not nice to driving, and because I'm always driving, I just, my AC, I thought my AC was broken, but it smells. So I need to change the thing in it. But I left it on for 5 minutes.
Because this AC smells, I know exactly what you're talking about.
But I left it on for 5 minutes and the smell's gone.
Yeah.
So it's not so bad anymore, but... Yeah,
man, I use my aircon standard. I was like, on.
Is it true though that aircon burns out your fuel?
Yeah, I heard
Apparently,
it does.
yeah.
But people said to me, it burns out your fuel the same way if you put the heating on high.
Oh, that...
And I have heating on when it's cold. People come in my car and they'll be like, Adrian, you dry in the back of my throat here. Turn down the heating.
There's some memes, and I've been seeing some memes making me laugh, like the...
I know which one you're going to say.
The rain.
Nah.
Oh, now I'm talking about the rain, man. Talking about, can't wait for it rain, so I can be like Usher in the video. And just dancing around the rain.
I saw one meme about when it's hot outside, you jump in your car and you first turn on the AC and it's blowing out hot air.
It's bad.
Yeah.
It's bad, and that smells. That part of it smells.
Yeah,
That's a different smell though. Like,
what smell you? I don't want to smell your aircon, you know.
It's like, it just smells like damp and mouldy. Like
something's dead in your engine now.
It's the AC. Apparently, it collects a lot of whatever
dust.
The word is.
Because it's sucking air from outside, isn't it?
Yeah.
And obviously running through, and the air's dirty, man.
Still.
Especially in dove coats.
Yeah, I live in London.
Yeah, sewage.
Yeah, look, that's dove coat. SE30.
Yo. How's your week been though?
My week?
Yeah.
It's been a good week still. It's been a good week, but today, feeling a bit just overhot. I'm overheated. I feel like my insides are cooking. My brain especially.
You're burning more calories.
True still. That is true.
What about your week?
Kids been off. Summer holidays, what can I say? Teaching life, it's a struggle.
Yeah. You've seemed happier.
I feel better. I've actually had 8 hours of sleep, which I don't have ever. And it's good for me because I was, you hear things, that just like, in the back of your mind, it's like, yeah, I hear that. But in the back of your mind, you're shook. I was listening to one, Joe Rogan.
Yeah, I've seen clips.
Well, Joe Rogan podcast, he had one sleep specialist.
Yeah.
Everybody out there, I beg you, listen to this geezer, I can't remember the guy's name, but he has someone on his podcast, and the man breaks down the importance of sleep.
It's very important.
And I'm talking like the podcast changed my view and my life. I'm thinking, I'm sitting there thinking, worrying, like, get more sleep. Was
this a new episode?
Nah, it's an old one. Old one. And it's like the guy was saying all the different things that your sleep does, the things that the ailments that build up later in life because of lackage of sleep, like Alzheimer's. Ailments.
Oh, sorry, I thought you were almond nuts. I'm kind of hungry.
But it's like all the different things can lead to some people it can lead to cancer, can lead to a whole heap of different things. But mainly, I think it would be mainly things like Alzheimer's, dementia, and all that stuff because your mind ain't resting yet. It's just it's deep. Yeah. Look for that podcast as sleep specialist. It will change your life, and you'll be sitting there thinking to yourself,
sleep is major, man. I struggle to sleep, but that's why obviously that CBD oil I've been putting up on my stuff.
Yeah.
That since I've started taking that, because like it's a game changer. It's hard to switch off, especially when you're working and all that, and you're taking your work home.
Well, that's the thing. It's hard for me to switch off, but I don't like switching off. It's weird. Like I don't want to go to bed.
You need to, because if you don't switch off, like when you start putting work in, you're not putting 100% in.
I've set an alarm now to try to get to bed for like 12. Try to get 7 hours sleep.
See, I'm in bed from early, like 10 o'clock.
Yeah, waking up.
I wish
like 6.
Yeah.
It's just for people who want to look for it. Yeah, it's the Joe Rogan podcast number 1109. Matthew Walker is a neuroscience and psychology professor. Man drops bars like. Once you listen to that podcast, you're like, I'm going to bed. I'm going to bed. I'm going to bed, you know. If I'm not in bed, I'm going to die.
But you know what, as well? Some people do you find that you go to bed and you got TV in your room, so you're in bed and you're still awake?
I ain't got TV.
Yeah.
Not in the room. I ain't got TV in the room. But I think that's what it is. I want to stay downstairs and watch
Nah.
TV.
The man breaks it down to say that
turn your telly off.
When you go to sleep, it should be complete silence. It should
100%.
be complete darkness.
100%.
Because your mind, when you have a TV on or there's a light on, part of your mind doesn't switch off.
Listen, I've got my blinds there. I've got them blinds, and imagine I'm putting my blinds. Something happened to it the other day. You don't close 100%.
Yeah.
And imagine when I'm sleeping, I can just feel the street light just on my eye.
Yeah.
See, I like to sleep with the window open.
No, sir.
The blinds open.
Nah.
I like to wake up to the sun. Not so much the street light, but I like
the sun will still lick through one way or another.
I got blackout blinds.
But you need to. When you go to sleep, it should be just complete darkness. Yeah, when you wake up, your body will tell you it's time to wake up.
But then when you wake up with the sun, just.
Mama's expecting some bluebirds flying in. Robin's tweeting. Just wake up. Nah, man. It needs to be complete silence, complete darkness, and. We don't. I think because of the world we live in, everyone is fighting against sleep. Because I'm hearing, it's even on a podcast, he's saying how nowadays it's sleep when you're dead. Nah, if you don't sleep, you will die. That's the facts. And you got to realise that, we need to sleep because it's important. Your body needs to restore. And them 8 hours, it's a big difference. More time, I get about 6.5 hours sleep every night. And that's waking up, sorting out kids. So it's not even a full night's sleep. So even then, I don't get enough. So now I just got to get as much sleep in as I can, man.
I seen something the other day, a while ago actually, but it was basically back in the day. It's a bit different topic, but back in the day we used to go home and sign on to your MSN, sign into Facebook. Now we just always log in, you know what I mean? And that kind of.
And I'll tell you something as well. I'll tell you something now. I know people are gonna say, Adrian, you're a poor parent for this, but. When I used to read my kids a bedtime story, I used to read it off the iPad.
Yeah.
But I'll notice that my daughter was waking up a lot in the night.
Yeah.
You get me?
Okay.
So I thought, because after listening to that podcast, I was like, you know what? Let me bundle the iPad and just read a normal story out of a book.
Yeah.
And fingers crossed, she's slept more easier throughout the night. And even in the podcast, he's saying how you shouldn't look at a screen an hour before you go to bed. Read a book, a paper book, not a screen, because I think it's your brain don't switch off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because your brain trying to process so many different things that's coming through a computer screen compared to if you're reading a book, you're just reading those specific words, not pop-ups, ads, this, that coming up all at once.
Technology just mashing up the whole place.
Smashing us up. I mean, but I'll keep subscribing to the podcast.
I'll listen to everyone to see.
Follow us on Instagram, man.
Everyone that listens to this before bed. Let me look it up then. I'm trying to figure out how to do this now. I want to chat about Ricky.
Yeah.
But how? Where do I start? Where do you want to start?
Start where you want. Let's keep it real.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Back in the day, troublesome Ricky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jacko, not Ricky. Them days were Jacko.
Yeah.
No one's allowed to call me Jacko anymore.
Yeah.
Sit down.
Nah, I don't let no one call me Jacko again. I'm the link now.
That's big. That's big. Now, on a real, I see that like you're consciously making a change, making a difference. And the fact is that because people may have seen that side of you or knew that old whatever he was running with, it's like, yo, that's locked off now. I'm serious now and I'm about it. You get me?
Yeah,
so it's people have got to like.
The only people that really call me Jacko to such are people like who ain't seen me for ages.
Yeah.
So that's like correct him like no.
Yeah, I say don't call me Jacko, innit? Like I'm not into this calling me Jacko.
Yeah.
I hear that, man.
Just call me the link now, Ricky. You're the link.
Yeah, man. Because last week we spoke about it briefly. There was a madness, and then you guys were going back and forth on Facebook, innit? So like, someone said come through next week, and I was like, yeah, let's come through. So
do you know what? A few people jumped up in my messages like, you need to go to that show. You know, you need to go and do something. Trust me, go and talk. And I was like, if they reach out, I'll do it.
Yeah, but that's what, like, I said to you. Said like, there's not like a physical shortlist, but you was on the shortlist because like the way that you have. I don't want to say turn your life around because that's dramatic, but you might say, yeah, turn my life around. You get me? But like the way that you're moving now is inspirational. But I feel like, well, I don't know if you've ever really told the story other than in the book. Because you got a book and everything as well, innit?
My book, yeah, the way I wrote that book, it was, people expect that book to be, because it's basically, the front cover is showing a man in a hoodie, like, looking like a roadman holding a bag of money. And then he's looking into the mirror, and in the mirror, he sees himself in a suit.
Yeah.
So like he's in the ghetto, but he sees himself being in the suburbs as a businessman. Now people have just thought that book's about me, but you know there's only one chapter in the book actually talking about me.
Oh, that's not about you.
Nah, I've not. I don't think I'm in the position to even put myself out there like that. I ain't at a level to be able to talk about me for a whole book. I put one chapter, and I've only done that just for people who, if I can reach out to say one person who reads that and it makes an impact and changes them, then that's my job done. All I've given them is information. And it's what they do with it, but it's literally, the book's called The Transition, and it's about going from one place to another, and it's not necessarily being from the road to the legal, or it's literally from anything from being depressed to happy, being unfit to being fit, and it's about making a transition, because no matter what, every single thing has the same process. You've got to put work in to get something out. It just depends on what you're putting your focus into, and that's what makes the difference, and that's what the book's kind of saying. So the book's called The Transition. It's on Amazon.
Yeah.
Plug that, man. Plug that. So yeah, man, it's big. I think with that being said, do you find that do you get many questions about the book? Yeah,
I've had a couple of reviews as well. I've had people that have been like in suicidal positions, and they've read the book, and literally it might just be a line in the book, and it feels like it's grabbed them, and they've come back and says to me, Ricky, you've changed my life, and that's and I swear down, like, no one ever lies. It's only £5 the book is, and I don't even know where the money goes. Like, I had somebody set it up for me. I don't even know how much had been sold or nothing. Like, I really, like, I haven't looked into it. I've had publishers contact me. You know that film Legally Blonde?
Yeah.
The ones who turned that from a book into a film. They contacted me, and I was just like, I'm not at the right time at the moment. Like, give me details. I'll contact you when I'm ready, because I didn't do it for that. As I said, I just had information that people said, look, lay it out, and so I just literally voice recorded it. I didn't know how to ghostwriter actually put what I was saying into words.
That's massive.
Okay, so even before that, then how did you feel like it was the right time to write a book?
How did it come about now writing the book? I think, you know what? I think everybody's told me to do it.
Yeah.
Because I chat in it, like I chat enough. Like I'm always chatting to people. Why don't you go and write a book?
Yeah.
So I was literally just, do you know what? I've always been on quotes, and that's how I started it. Like I come up with quotes. Like, so every chapter in my book is my own quote. Nothing. So everything's a quote. So I've seen people share my quotes and don't even know that that's my quote, and it's a chapter. Like, so that's what I've done. I literally had a list of, I can't remember how much chapters now, 10 chapters, and I literally every single chapter is a quote, and I've just literally explained that quote to how it can mean something to you. So when people read it now, that quote will have, like, for argument's sake, I've got one that say, let's keep it for obviously what's happened lately. Boiling water doesn't always burn. And some people will be looking at that and like, what that mean? Like, I said, look, if I boil a kettle and you watch me boil the kettle and I tip that hot water into a cup and I says, would you put your hand in it, would you?
No.
But how much times have you put your hand into hot water, see if it's hot?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Now, road's the same. I says, if you're on the road, like, if you stay on the road for too long, it's going to burn you.
Yeah.
So get out.
Yeah.
And that's where I've kind of put it. It's like you're gonna go through life. You're gonna come through times where it is hot and you're not comfortable.
Yeah.
But it's like you're not gonna be there forever. If you stay in there, it's gonna hurt you. But it's literally just in and out.
Yeah.
And that's the chapter was called Boiling Water Doesn't Always Burn. And I literally gave different scenarios of how that can make sense to somebody. So from a youth that's on the road who thinks, you know what, I'm going to make this million. Because every road man's chasing a million. They've been chasing a million since the 60s. And £1 million ain't nothing these days.
I know.
£1 million was a lot in the 60s.
True, man.
People are buying houses for flipping 10 grand, 15 grand. Them Sam houses are worth 180 now.
Yeah.
So everyone's chasing a million. So I said, look, you don't need $1 million. Jump out before it hurts you.
It's true, man. Proper true. Do you think that with that being said, a lot more people from our backgrounds will see the possibility of writing books? Because realistically, when you're younger, you see your book as like this far off thing at times. Like, yo, if someone said, yo, can you write a book? I ain't write no book. I can't write no book. But seeing someone like yourself being able to do it and knowing the path that you've taken to get it out there, do you think that some author or even a person that may be in a kind of the same scenario that where you've come from will be able to have the
100%
to say, yo, I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna put it out there and try?
Listen, when you write it down, yeah, trust me, get it off your head. Get information on paper. As soon as you get the information on paper, get it off your head, and it's good for you. It's not even. It's not even just good for other people reading. It's good for you. Because I go back to my own book at times because come on, we're human, we ain't perfect.
Yeah.
And I literally contradict myself sometimes.
Yeah.
And I literally have to think to myself, yo, you've put that on paper. Like, you can't be going on like that. Like,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? You made a transition.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
sometimes we do fall, so you literally got to make sure that you're still moving forward. And that's why if you always see anything I post on my Instagram, I always put A4NB. Always forward, never backwards.
Yeah,
and that's something that I live by.
Yeah.
Always forward, never backwards.
Big man.
All right, so you know, like with all the madness going on now, like it's mad.
You know what? Is it though? I keep saying
That's
that.
what I was about to say to you.
Is it like it's bad? It's bad. But is it mad? Because it's been going on forever. From when I was young. It's just, it wasn't put in front of everybody.
It's always been mad though.
Literally, this is how bad it is. I heard a little something happen today. Yeah, I don't know how true it is. I'm not going to talk about it. The first thing I thought to look on was Facebook, not Google.
It's mad, yeah. It's mad, innit? Now,
back in the day, MySpace didn't have any thing on there like that. We had Pixel and MySpace and MSN. The only things we was doing with that is to talk to girls, and that wasn't interested in looking like live feeds about this house is being raided. Look, everybody can watch it.
Yeah.
And social media has put it on a platform, and that's the only thing that's different. It's a bit
different from back in the day though.
Now, but the thing is, you know what? I can't understand. After listening what Ricky was saying, I get it. I was like, you know what? You're kind of right, you know, because the way that social media is able to push things forward, those people who couldn't see it didn't know it existed.
Yeah.
It's just
I'll ask you a question. You're originally from Malaysia.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you hear about a story on Park Village years ago when there was a barbecue and somebody come and shot at the barbecue and 2 girls were shot?
I think so.
You think so?
Yeah.
Do you know if that happened now?
Straight away.
Everyone knows.
My point is that them things happened. That was like big news. ITV News come there and everything.
Yeah.
And people forget it. And that's the problem. People have got bad memories.
Yeah.
People have got bad memories. And you know the police, it's all a puppy show. They want to make it. They want to put it out there as look what's happened, look what's happened, look what's happened.
Yeah.
So the bored, it's just boredom. That's all it is. It's like, it's bad, yeah, people are dying. Do you get me? And I always say Wolverhampton's luck is running out because it's been going on for time.
Yeah.
People have been shot, stabbed, rushed, put in hospital, gone on life support, come out from it. Now people are getting stabbed and dying.
But I feel like there's more shootings these days.
But the reason, I'm from Park Village.
I'm
from Park Village.
That's what it is.
I'm from Park Village, yeah. I grew up in Park Village, and when I was young, the times when I had to go to my bed, and I had red curtains, and by the time I'm going to bed, my room's orange because the sunlight's still beating through my window.
Yeah.
I remember being in my bedroom every single day through the summer holiday and the shooting every day on Park Village. I'm looking at my window and seeing shootouts. And that ain't no exaggeration. Like, that is what it was like, but it was just not promoted because it all boils down to, you need to understand, it's bigger than what they make out.
Yeah.
When there's crime pays.
Yeah.
But they can't have crime just any time. think of it like this. When there's more trouble and they put it out there, all this trouble. What's everybody asking for now? More police presence.
Yeah.
More police presence means they're going to need more funding.
Yeah.
Where's the funding coming from? Because they're making cuts, Brexit, everything. So it's going to come from us.
Tax. Yeah.
So then when we start paying more tax, we're going to complain. But we ask for the more police presence.
Yeah.
So, but I guarantee if there was a vote to see if Labour or Conservatives, you won't see it be put out there like that. You won't see it.
So there's an agenda.
There's an agenda. Everything's got an agenda.
It is, you know.
There's always an agenda.
Because the thing is now, I thought about it the other day. I was like, yo, I went to A&E for my daughter now. She must hurt her leg, and we were there for how many hours? And I'm thinking, yo, I'm sure I would pay £5 extra tax, you know, just so they got more staff in the hospital. Yeah. But it's a case that people will be sitting there saying, nah, I ain't paying no more tax. Yeah. It's like, I ain't getting my money.
People are like, oh, yo, nurses should get paid the same as footballers. I'm like, well, footballers don't get paid by the government. Like, footballers get paid by clubs who get paid by whatever.
And that's true.
Listen, they have got an agenda. Do I know the agenda? No. Do I have an idea? Yes. That's based on my experiences, by having conversations with other people, because everyone's going to have their opinion. We're never going to really know. They will tell us what we want to hear.
All you need to know.
I feel like they're trying to instill fear. I think there's always like a couple of months in a year where fear is being ramped up.
So the thing is, I think that situations like this, they kind of start putting out propaganda to make everyone think, we need this is happening. It's really bad. It wasn't happening 3 months ago, but it was.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. It's just it's happening right now because all this stuff's going on social media, all these videos.
That's the point, actually, because what was the headline with London? Like our 50 murders at the start of the year or something. Yeah. It's like we only really started hearing it when it was the 50, like when it was around that number. So there's like easily 40 stories that we never heard.
And you know
before.
what? Wolverhampton's always been bad. And I'll tell you straight, people say that Wolverhampton's going to be like London. I think Wolverhampton's worse.
Smaller?
I think Wolverhampton's worse because you got to think, you know, there's only like 250,000 people living in Wolverhampton. Yeah. If you trouble somebody in Wolverhampton, you're going to see that person's relative the next day. Yeah. You're in London, you're never going to see that person again. There's a chance you'll never see them again because it takes how much hours to drive from one side to the other. Wolverhampton, that's why there's so much going on, because we've got one city centre. London's got one in every borough. We've got one city centre. And then, you see, even down to now, come on, you've to shut down the youth clubs. Yeah. You think there was an agenda there?
Yeah.
To shut down the youth clubs. Listen, every youth club had every up-and-coming gangster in there, you know.
Yeah.
But they had respect for somebody in that youth club.
Yeah.
But you see now, they got the main youth club, which is the Way.
Yeah.
And they don't even accept bad youths.
Don't they?
Nah, the bad youths get banned. Listen.
Some boys who were banned. I was working up there for a bit and I said, what are you doing outside? Come in. He said, I'm banned.
Do you think you could get? Listen, do you think you could get banned from Dunstore? Listen, Lorna ain't banning you. Listen, they ain't banning you. You're coming in the office. You're gonna have a conversation with Lorna for the whole session, and then you're coming out of there a different person, and then you're coming back to go and do your session. Your session at the next youth club. Now it's money, man.
I've had youths who from Dunstore have said to me when it's being closed down, what are we gonna do? We're going to be causing trouble on road.
100%. You had Springfield Youth Club, you had Lowell Youth Club, you had Park Village Youth Club, you had Marines Youth Club, and Dunstore. You had all these youth clubs, and now they closed them all down because of funding. But then they didn't give us a choice whether we could, as a community, to run them stuff.
Yeah.
Now, what they should have done is said, look, this is the predicament we're in at the moment, but this is where we're feeling that we're going to lead towards. But if we all pull together and done this, we can save this.
Yeah.
At least give the community a choice to say whether they want it closed or not. But they didn't. Just stopped it and built the Way. Now the Way obviously is not just government funded; it's been funded by a couple of obviously rich people, which isn't a problem because all you do is set up a charity, deduct some of your tax money into it. That's how it works. So that's what they've done all of that, and now they don't even want to accept the youths who are gonna potentially be the problem. And everyone's gonna keep saying to me so what can we do to help the youth? To be honest with you, we can't do nothing to save them.
Nothing at all.
Nothing. I'll tell you now, everybody has to go through a life experience, and half of these roadmen go through some of them die, some of them go to jail, some of them just come off the road, and everybody has a different thing in their life that they have to go through in order to make their decision. The ones that don't die or go to jail, they're the lucky ones. But I'm telling you now, it took me to go through something in order for me to say, you know what, this is real. I need to make a difference. I need to make a change. Do you know what I mean? All right, then I had my first child when I was 17, when her mum got pregnant, 18 he was born. I told myself, I can't be going on with no rubbish when my youth's there. I told myself that. I says, I'm never gonna. My dad has never showed me any wrong, so it'd be wrong for me to show my youth any wrong. That was embraced into me. That was put in me. Now that isn't there anymore, because half of these parents are doing wrong with their youth. So this is why it looks so bad, because you've got parents riding out with their youths because the kids having kids. Do you know what I mean? You gotta think, our parents are big, like I could get licked down by my friend's parents if I went on wrong, if I disrespected them. That can't happen again.
No, sir.
That can't happen again. The youths, them are different. They're a different breed. And that's, it's we can't control this situation. I always say, if you really want to fix it, I'm not just saying leave them, but you see the ones that are going with their rubbish, leave them. Deal with the up and comings coming to that age, because that's who you got to make it impact. You've got to make sure that they don't end up being like that. But the ones that are already in it, the ones that are already on the road selling drugs, making money, you really think you're going to tell that man, listen, put down your drugs, stop making your how much grand a week, and go and get yourself a 9 to 5 and make less, when your lifestyle has already been put out there, where social media and all the people that we're looking up to are living the life that you're living. You want to make that change? You want to take that away from him? It ain't gonna happen.
This is what I said. I've been saying this for years, because at the end of the day, if a boy is out there making grands, okay, put all that money away, put all that money aside, don't worry about doing that. You go uni, you go study. For what? I'm making bare money now. Why am I gonna do that? This is what I know. This is what I've come up on. So this is I completely agree with what you're saying. It's
I can't just accept.
Do you know the reason why?
Solution.
You know the reason? I think some of it, part of the problem is not the kids, it's the parents, as you said, because they're riding out with them. So they ain't got no positive example.
It's not even the parents. Like, there's got to be. I mean, obviously, if the parents are bad, there's got to be somebody there.
Yeah, but
some
the thing
sort of role model somewhere.
Eventually, but the thing is, think about this now. Eventually, when you get old, when they get old, they ain't listen to nobody, fam.
Let me show you something. Do you know these youths? They're saying they've got to be someone there. Half of them haven't got nobody there. Absent parents. And I'm not meaning somebody you can pick up the phone and speak to. I mean a parent who's there's a difference. It can be mum and dad, and there's parenting. These youths, you got boys getting raised by their mums, and I'm telling you now, majority of them are being they're like the man of the house. Do you know what I mean? So how do you expect this youth to grow up being a man when he's been raised by a woman? A woman can't raise no man. She can do her best. And I'm not saying it's the woman's fault, Nah. It's not solely the woman's fault. The woman can only do what she can do, but it takes a man to raise a man. It's as simple as that.
What I'm trying to get at though is like, where are the olders? The older gang bangers, I don't know that word, but the older gangs, the OGs.
Where are they?
The OGs.
They're living.
Back in the day, there was levels, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But and the young ones was controlled by the elders, and the elders would kind of say, "Yo, listen, fix up." Or they haven't got that.
Even though the elders were in it as well,
but you know what?
Nah, don't do that.
It's a domino effect, in it. You got to think. You see these kids that are not got no parents guiding them. So they had to respect an elder. So the young ones would automatically respect an elder. Now, because they can talk to their mum like the rubbish, they think that, listen, no man can't tell me nothing. So these older man them can't talk to these youths.
Can't talk to them, man.
Because they're gonna be like, yo, are you putting money in my pocket? Are you putting food at my table? These mums ain't saying nothing because their electric and gas is paid for from their youth.
Yeah.
I remember,
100%.
I heard a story, I don't know if it was in London or something. A mum Ross stood up in court when their son got locked up, he was only young. And the mum was meant to have said something like, so who's going to pay my gas and electric if you lock him up? Ross said it in court,
That's the reality of it though. That's
real.
So everybody has to go through a major situation. Like I had to witness something for it to hit home. And that's when the twin died from Park Village. When he died, that showed me. Do you know what I mean? That showed me like, rah, this is real. When I seen, obviously you see deaths, but that was the first time I experienced a death so brutal. It was not like just like someone passed away from cancer or an elderly person, or it was like 17 years old, life taken. Accident.
The whole city was man after that stuff.
Do you know what I mean? And I think when that happened, it was like, nah, this things need to change. Like, that could have been me. Do you know what I mean? That could have been me. Why would, like, it, and I had to like look at it as a blessing, and at the same time I feel that if that didn't happen, I wouldn't be where I am now at all. So I give Raheem thanks, like, regular.
Yeah.
I'm not really a spiritual person when it comes to like God and that. I believe in spirits, and I believe that his spirit is what's helped me go in the position that I've gone into.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And that's why I thank him, because if it wasn't for him, we'd have still been doing madness, like 100%. 100%.
Thing is, you know what? I look at these kids now, and because they're getting the money quick and it's rolling, they don't have that situation. They don't have that experience till it's too late to say, yo, I need to change. And because, as we've said, the parents aren't in a position to say, yo, fix up, and they'll listen. Because it's all great parents saying, yo, you need to stop coming this late because I don't know what you're doing. Because, you know, everyone knows the usual, you know, talk.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're doing now, so I'm road this time of night. Now, if they're not listening to the parents, and they ain't got nothing to pull them back, who's going to get to them? And if the bigger man can't say, yo, you need to, you man over here, you need to settle yourself, you know, because to be honest, you're messing my money up with such and such, and they don't listen to that man. So who is gonna pull them back?
I still feel like back in the day, every weekend I was hearing about stabbing and not shooting.
Yeah, but alright then. Shooting now, yeah. There's been that shooting of a day, someone and Dwayne died. And then what other shooting? Who else has died from shooting?
No, I'm not saying died.
But what other shooting is there?
You said something happened last night?
Yeah, but
The week before that.
now what I'm saying is there's always been shootings. People have always had guns. The ones, what it is, the young ones, they're not the young ones. They're on having machetes. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
we've
back in the day was a flick knife.
No, but the thing is,
Couldn't even get through the coat.
No, but the thing you got to see, you got to understand, even, you remember when Neto was up in town?
Yeah.
Shooting up there?
But even that was old, I'm sure.
Nah. But
They was young at the time.
They was young at the time.
Were you
You gotta think, you know, like we're 27 now, yeah? You gotta think, Twin died 7 years ago. I was 20.
Yeah.
Yeah? The Neto shooting was when I was in school. Just think, just down to some Neto shooting, I'm trying to think when that would have been. I know, them man there would have probably, probably like 32 now. Them man would have been like 18, 19, 20.
My age, fam.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It was,
I just remember thinking it was, obviously I was young then in it, so I was thinking, that's
because
old,
remember,
but-
we always looked at them as elders.
Yeah.
But 10 years ago, they was young. So like, them like now, do you really think these big men now are going to be, them same man would go into town and let off gun in the middle of the town centre broad daylight? Nah. It's because they're foolish at them ages. You do dumb stuff. When you get older, you realise that you can't get away with it. Trust me,
Trust me, fam. Honestly,
where are the old
me going back to my years in college, bag of madness.
Yeah.
You got to remember, that even when I was at college, remember when Wolves had that beef with Brum?
No.
Yeah.
That was the beef with Brum was kind of before there was beef in town.
Yes.
It was like, obviously, because like all these new crews before, it was just like Park Village, Whit Marines, Heath Town. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Now, and then obviously you got all these little tag-ons now.
Yeah.
But then back in the day, it was like Wolverhampton versus Brum.
And trust me, man, we're going to town. You see McDonald's was the hot spot.
Yeah.
Man, we're getting rushed by McDonald's week in, week out. Everyone would it was a mad thing, you know, because every week we're going college and such just got rushed at McDonald's. Just a week, every single week. And it was mad. And it was always war, always beef. But that was my age. But man, obviously, it's in broad daylight.
Do you remember the shooting? I'm not going to call out nobody's names, but do you remember when that person was shot? How much years ago in Whit Marines?
In the centre.
Nah, not in Bagot. Not Luke D passed that time. Not that.
Yeah.
There was a shooting when he got shot a few times on Coleman Street.
Yeah.
He shot with a machine gun.
Yeah.
And then there was a shooting at the Pegasus. The boy was sitting in the car.
Yeah.
And they shot him up in the car.
Yeah, I remember that.
Point blank, come up to him and shot up in the car.
That.
Then you had somebody was shot about 4 or 5 years ago in Heath Town in his chest. Like, what I'm saying is these are shootings, but people are surviving them. These days, I'm telling you, the luck is running out.
Yeah.
Everybody's luck runs out, and that I'm telling you, that's all it is. Like the amount, like then Dwayne.
No, when you break it down like that, it sounds like it's just always been mad.
You get me?
Always been mad.
What I'm saying is, like, this is information you can get off Google. This isn't even shootings that weren't reported. These are shootings where people almost lost their lives. You can get it on Google. People were shot Look when the man was shot. Wasn't he shot dead in Tropical Harmony on the dance floor?
Yes.
Yeah.
On the dance floor, shot dead. Like even before that, back in the day before we was born, when my man was shot in the club, couldn't know names again. They would have been like Spock would know them age groups. You get me? And the two men then were shot in the club dead. Back in the day, and that was in the play. Was that in the unit? They called it the unit. Back in the day, that was like before we was born, and the man just come out of jail the other day, doing life. But I'm telling you, we have bad memories. People only remember what they want to remember. And because everybody says it's bad now, it's worse now, we'll all take it as it's worse now.
Yeah. Okay, but am I right in saying that it calmed down a bit? After our generation, it calmed down a bit, innit? I feel like
but I think everything calms down.
Yeah.
Everything has a cycle. Like
I don't know, you know.
Because I didn't hear about anything for a good couple of
I
years.
don't know.
So say it's the start of the decade 2010 times. I don't remember. After Raheem, I don't remember hearing about too much.
It went quite after Raheem, to be fair. But you got to see that obviously that had an effect on the whole city.
Yeah, you got to think that when you got to look at, let's say you got to look at that situation, is a boy was killed on accident at 17 in his own bedroom. Probably the most safest place you could be. And that's where it happened. So that would, no matter who you are, that would impact you. Because 17's a baby.
It affected everyone, man. It was mad.
But now I feel like it's kind of started again or whatever. I can't keep up with who's friends with who kind of thing.
But you know what? This is what I'm saying. They're
back
talking
in the day, I'm sure like Reens and PV used to move.
But you know what it is? I'll be honest with you. It boils. You see, back in the day, there was gangs. There was. I don't like to use the word gangs, you know, because.
Yeah, I heard that word.
I don't. There was cliques. There was a group of men. There was brethren from different areas. People that you went to school with, people you grew with. There's a group of friends. And like brothers, you back your brethren. Now, there's none of that. There's like, you'll have a man from Scotland, a man from Park Village. No, so a man from Scotland, a man from All Saints, and a man from Willenhall. All live in them areas, but they all link up and they're brethren, and that's their clique. That wasn't happening back in the day.
No, so.
Every man that was rolling with each other, you probably have the one man that, I'm from Park Village, but I rolled in Marines. Do you know what I mean? And maybe that was the reason why Park Village and Marines, as youngers, never got into nothing. Do you know what I mean? Because obviously, I'm from the village, and I've got a certain respect in Park Village, and I'm rolling in Marines, and I've got a certain respect in Marines, and I was only really in Marines because I had family here, and I got family on Park Village, so we had that mutual respect. There was never no drama, ever. There was never drama. But you see, back in the day, that's who the beef was with. RC1 was beefing with Park Village.
Oh, back in
the day when we was kids.
Yeah.
And then them olders got older, and then the youngers come true and didn't have no argument with one another.
So then it might end.
It won't end. It won't end.
It might calm again.
It'll calm, but some people are going to die. Some people are going to go jail for life, and some people are going to get away. Some people are going to have a mad experience that's going to make them think, this isn't for me. Some people are going to have children, say, look, and find and really fight. Some of these kids have never been loved, never known what love is, and they're going to end up having a child and know what the meaning of love is, and then that's when they're everything else will open.
You got to understand, that a lot of these kids, that they're coming up, and as we said, because their parents are rolling with them, they don't understand what that real, like, full on love actually it means. So when they have their own child, the world's different, different. But also the thing is, you got to understand is that you see some of these kids go through. This is what people don't get. These kids have trauma, It scars their minds, and if you're having such experiences, from such a young age, when you grow older, it will knock you forever. You'll think differently. Ricky's lucky because he's able to make that transition. Some of these boys won't, and they may not be able to be successful, and they'll just be getting along just a little bit, but their mind will still be hurt because they haven't had that ability to, I was there and now I'm here.
I hear stuff. So when you said that parents are rolling out with the kids, is that actually happening? Madness.
Yeah.
Parents are rolling out, riding out with their kids. That sounds mad. That doesn't even make sense.
And parents are getting touched by youngers.
Yeah.
I've heard that. Yeah, I did hear something like that.
Yeah.
And that didn't come from nowhere.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's like it's listen, and that's where it's gone. That's where it messes up. Like it messes up from there. And this is what I'm saying. Like my focus now is I'm glad that my two oldest, I'm glad that they've kind of not experienced it, but they've seen like the whole ghetto.
Yeah.
They haven't seen no shootings and stuff like that, but they've seen the whole ghetto. Now I'm getting them out of there. That's my aim. Like my aim is to make them see a little bit, because you gotta have a little bit of balance, and then take them out so they respect it. Because you know, if you only have good, you don't know how to respect the bad. But you know, if you have bad, you respect the good. So, and that is my aim and focus. So people always say like I'm money hungry and rah. Listen, I don't chase money. I chase the purpose. The money is just a result of what good I do. That's it. And without money, I can't create that lifestyle that I want for my kids. And that is my focus. That is what I put my everything into. Yeah. Because to get them out of the hood, I don't want them to have to see what I've seen.
What would you say is the first thing? Well, not what would you say. What was the first thing you did? Like, what was the first business you started?
My first business was Jack's Wash when I was 18.
So you had a child then?
Yeah, that's when I set up. That's when I set up. When she got pregnant, I'll be straight with you. My first baby mum, she was a couple of years older than me. I was 17, she was 19. Yeah. She was working, good job. I was on the road selling a little bit of weed. Get me? Thought I was the man. I was a man, just reputation. Just going around every week punching man up. That's all I was doing. Punching man up every week. That's all I was doing. And you know what? I was thinking about it the other day. You know, not one single person that I punched up was my argument. Not one.
I remember being with you, cussing other people that you punching a man for them.
Yeah. That's all I was doing. That's all I was doing back in the day. And my baby mum, remember? Do you remember G-Star was the lick?
Yeah.
My baby mum bought me a G-Star coat. And I thought, rah, how would she buy me G-Star? She's not even on the road. I can't do that. She's got a job. And then I went and worked at Asda. And I was there for about 3 weeks. And I told myself then, I'm never working for anybody ever again. I can't get told what to do. I tried the army and it lasted 3 days.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I'm not
just 3 days.
3 days. Was it 3 days? Yeah, 3 days.
I remember we had a leaving party.
Yeah, big leaving party. Yo, it was a shutdown though. Leaving party was a shutdown. You know, listen, I had people from every end in the Midlands there. You know, that party was a shutdown.
Where was it again?
At my house. At my mum's. Listen. These days here had DJ Denver, Brett Maverick, Simdog, Dangerous D. Dangerous D was Bassman's DJ. However, I got him at my yard. Leavers, actually no, I'm getting mixed up. That was my 16th birthday when I had all them DJs. My leavers party was more of a nighttime flex, upsetting. I come back 3 days later, man. I rolled up at Baggett, Everyone's like, what are you doing here? I'm like, yo, I can't do it, man. Got man in my face telling me to get down, telling me. I was like, never again am I listening to anybody tell me what to do at work. No chance. But yeah, I set up Jack's Wash when I was 18.
Yeah.
And Raheem, the one that passed, I had him underneath my wing. He was working me at the car wash with his brother, not the other twin, his older brother. I had my van as well, so I was doing it mobile. I was going to factories and doing all their work, people's cars. And then I had the car wash static as well at Strikers. And that was my first business. I had that running for a while. And then I had a little thing at the Pegasus there as well.
Yeah, I remember Pegasus. I can't remember Strikers to be fair.
Strikers was my first one. I remember having at the back of Strikers. And I was doing deals like, if you have a mini valet, while you're waiting, you can have a free game of bowling.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then obviously, and that's why I ended up getting Strikers for free. Because I was telling them, look, no one's going to pay bowling by themselves. Yeah. That's one person's free, but the other person's going to have to pay. So that's how you're going to make your money.
Bowling ways.
So strikers are like, you know what, we don't get no business in the day. Why not? And it worked.
Yeah.
It worked. But yes, that was my first business. And then I went, what happened after that? Yeah. I bought a house from that.
Yeah.
Big man. When I was 21, and that was when the twin died.
Yeah.
After the twin died, I said, I'm getting off Park Village. So I'd done that. And then I went into Herbalife. I got conned into that. Started selling Herbalife, and then I went to uni.
Yeah. You went uni?
Yeah.
Okay.
I went to uni, studied business management, graduated in that, and then when I finished that, and that's when I realised, and that's how I set up my new business from uni. Yeah. Because my new business, The Link, they says to me, look, one of my projects was I had to do a research project. Yeah. And I said, you know what, can I use an existing business? There's it has to be a business already. No, it says, can I just use a business idea? And it says it has to be an existing business that you're using. Oh, okay. So I set up the business, it says now it's existing, can I use this? Yeah. So I used all the facilities that I had in uni, and I've basically used all their skill set to kind of make my business different to any other business. And then I ended up setting up a business that nobody else in the country had set up. And I set up an accident. That's The Link.
What specifically is The Link?
The Link is literally, it's a property development and maintenance and improvements company. So I am literally The Link. So I've got a database of tradesmen, and I've got contacts for material, and people call me and I project manage it. So that's where my business degree comes in, the management. And I pull tradesmen and the clients I sort it all out, and then I just take a cream off the top. But I still make sure that the price I'm getting my material at, I'm still underneath the market value, so I'm not got other competitors, and that fed me.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That put me in a position to be able to live a comfortable life.
So that's what you're still doing that now, innit?
Yeah, that's one of my things I'm doing now.
So don't you feel like you could speak to the youths?
Yeah, but at the same time, see, this is why I had a conversation, because I've got a connect in London, yeah, he's from the road, but he's big. He's like, he storms his people still.
Okay.
And he's basically like what I was saying, look, do you think that what motivated us when we was young, cars, women, jewelry, and we only seen that from rappers and footballers. We never seen no man in the ends who doing business and lived like that. But I felt uncomfortable. I felt uncomfortable to, I wouldn't call it show off, but be bossy. But for a road man, he can be bossy. But a legal man's not allowed to be bossy.
Yes.
But I think if I was bossy, maybe the younger generation would be like, yo, like, I want that. And if they know that.
You know what? Saying that, yeah. Back a day, that's what used to motivate man.
The bossiness.
To be on road. Because when I'm younger, I'm young and I'm seeing man roll up in Subarus.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo. This is when Subarus were big back in the day. I'm seeing man, I'm not saying one, multiple man roll up in Subarus. I'm like, yo. I haven't seen, the only place I see this game, this thing is in Gran Turismo when I'm playing PlayStation. So, obviously, the draw's there.
Definitely.
And that is the thing. It's a case that when you see something that you only see on a computer game, you see just a man that you know, and he's got one.
Yeah.
That's the draw.
I kind of feel like, though, this is me personally, but I look up to people, say like yourself, who can be, who is still true to himself. You know what I mean? You're still like Ricky, you get me? You're not Jacko anymore, but you're still Ricky, you get me?
Yeah, because that's how people can relate to you. If I come out here, listen. You know this. I'll tell you an example.
But I don't feel like you need a big chain or anything like that because.
Nah, but at the same time, it's because there's a reason why you don't think that. Because you matured.
Yeah.
You've matured.
Yeah.
You see the youths that we're trying to impact.
Yeah.
They're immature. So what they think is, let me show you something. You know when I had a chain, I had a BMW 320. Yeah. I've never really been a person that wears designer clothes. And people would look at me and think, yo. But I was living like in a council house. I'm not knocking it. I was living in a council house with my baby mum, and we was alright. But I didn't have nothing. You see, I went on holiday. I went to Paphos, my first ever holiday, and when I seen that the world is more than Wolverhampton.
Yeah.
When I phoned my accountant while I was over there, and I said, "Listen, I'm done. I want to do stuff proper." And he laughed on the phone and says, "Ricky, music to my ears, come and see me." And then that was in July. And then October, I bought my house.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And then that's when I really felt like a somebody. Because I was thinking, I had a plan. I always wrote a plan that by a certain age, I want to do this, and by a certain age, and I was 5 years ahead. I'm still ahead, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, my retirement age was 40. I'm putting it down to 30 now. Like, I'm not saying I'm going to retire, but I'm putting myself I want to be in a position at 30
you don't need
to be able to, I don't want to work for money. And even now, I don't work for money. I make money work for me. That's just one thing. But that's that's educating yourself, though. Do you know what I mean? Like, school don't teach you that.
No, sir.
You've got to teach yourself that. Man. School don't teach you about money. And I think big people, and especially I'd say black backgrounds, black parents, they look at money like it's a naughty word. It's a naughty. Listen, I told my dad has been doing enough things in the community. Enough.
Yeah, big up.
Like, voluntary, not voluntary stuff.
Yeah.
And I said, Dad, make some money, man. Like, all this work you've been doing, make some money off it. He's like, no, I'm being paid in different ways. I'm like, Dad, listen, money is not a naughty word.
No, it's not.
As long as you're living good and the money is just a reward for what you're doing good, then get paid.
You know what it is? I think us as the black community, we're not taught we don't understand money. Our parents don't understand money, because if you understand money, you can work out how to make more of it easier. And it's because we think, it's like when we do things for people, it's like, no, it's my friend. No.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, your friend saying, yeah, safe, he's not going to feed your kids.
And I think our generation, I know you're a bit older than me, but I think our generation are more westernized now, so we're seeing it.
Yeah.
You get me? Like our grandparents would have told our parents, go and look one job. That's it.
Yeah.
Go and look one job.
Yeah.
And then we now would have been like, our parents would have says, still would have had that in us. Just go and look for one job.
Yeah.
Do you really think I'm telling my youth that? I'm saying I ain't telling him look for no job. I'm telling him, listen, go and run business.
Yeah.
And that's why we're more westernized.
It's true.
Because I've seen it. I ain't like, if you get out the rat race from early as possible.
Yeah, we're figuring it out now.
The thing is, you know what? It's like, I'd say our parents, say, go look a job. Then they said to us, go uni. Yeah.
For what?
But the thing is now, we're in a position to say, yo, what are you going uni for?
Yeah.
Because realistically, uni, fair enough, if there's something very specific that you want to do, like be a dentist. And that's your calling.
Yeah. Uni's definitely for like
skills. Yeah, definitely. I done it all backwards. I went from the school, road, business, uni. That's what I did. But I know why I done uni. I done uni because I was doing business, and this is road business, you know. Which is a different product. And I'm telling you now, the baddest businessman were a roadman. If they could switch up their product, they're the baddest businessman, I'm telling you.
Definitely.
And I'll tell you straight, uni only, what it done, it put a name to what I was doing. So when you're buying something, you're selling it for more, it does a name for it. There's your gross profit, and you're spending expenses, then you've got your net profit, and you got all of that.
The terminology.
That's all it done for me. It kind of gave me more confidence when I'm approaching bigger people in business.
Don't you feel like uni kind of tried to make you more like employable?
Yeah.
I hated that, man. It was like, do this and so you can get a job. I was like, I ain't trying to get a job. Like,
definitely.
There, like,
but I tell you, I had one really good.
I
had one very good lecturer, and he told me straight. He said, "Look, you see all this degree rubbish." He says, "Yeah, it's there. Some jobs you need it." He says, "But if I'm running a business, I want the man with experience, not the man with the degree." Because you can't beat the experience. So I've got enough man coming up to me, can't you give me no jobs? I'm saying, look, are you looking to go and shadow one of my tradesmen for a month? And learn the trade free of charge? Yo, bun that. I'm like, well, I can't help you. Like, just because because I can't help. Like, what can I do? Did you want me just to put money in a man's pocket? It didn't. Life's not like that.
No.
But people want that though. People want a job. I was saying to someone over there. People like, there's people that don't want a job. People that don't want to work. Then there's people that want a job just to say they get a job and get paid. They don't want to do nothing at work.
Don't want to do nothing.
You know what I mean? You get the whole heap of lazy stuff and they don't want to do nothing. Then you got the people that want to work hard. You know what I mean? But there's a lot of people that want jobs just to sit down, look pretty, and you know what I mean?
But do you find as well, like, what, are you a risk taker?
Me personally?
Yeah.
Nah.
But you know what? That's been put in you, you know.
Yes.
But to be a risk taker?
To not take risks.
Oh, yeah.
That's been put in you, you know. Listen, you see Bill Gates?
Yeah.
Failed at 6 businesses, you know, before he went and done anything. I've got companies open, you know, that I haven't done nothing with. Because I've gone in there too erratic, and I thought, right, I can't even do this. But you have to go through that. It's depressing, but you have to take risks.
Yeah, I feel like I've never had a reason to take a risk, because straight from sixth form it was family business, and then I just started running that.
But you know what?
You know what I mean? So it's just,
I went uni, obviously. Did a year just working, and then I went back, started teaching and that. But the thing is, personal development has taught me, you have to take risks.
Yeah.
Sometimes you will mash up, fair enough, but eventually you'll start to work and pick up things each time, and then you work out what you need to do and pick it up in your stride. And then when you get there, you'll be like, you know what? It was hard when I was struggling, but now I'm reaping the benefits.
Definitely.
And that's what it's about. And we're told, honestly, think about this now. I'm a teacher, and this is what people don't get. I'm a teacher, and I'll sit there and tell kids, just listen, But it's like you're conditioned from school age to sit down, someone above you say, do this, do that, do this, do that. If you do this, that means I'm happy and I get you have a good grade. Yeah. Now, how's that grade realistically gonna help you in the big wide world?
Look, do you know when I talk about agendas?
Yeah.
Think of the army, police force, fire brigade, all these places, school, everything. Everything is a pyramid scheme. Everything.
It's conditioning.
Let me show you something. Think about school as well.
Yeah.
So you've got everybody. You've got a main man at the top in it. So in school you got your head teacher. Then you got deputy head, and it goes down. Then now think about the pupils. You've got higher. You've got higher, intermediate, foundation. Majority of students in foundation. Then the next ones are in intermediate. And then you got one class that's higher.
Yeah.
They set that up like that on purpose. Understand that.
Yeah.
Even if there's someone in intermediate who's at that level to be higher, they put them in intermediate because they have to have it as numbers. Because they can't have more than one CEO. There can only be one boss. They need the person to clean the toilets. They need that person, and the person that's going to clean the toilets is more than likely going to be the person who's in foundation sets in school. So they've set that already. Yeah. They've already programmed you to do that.
I was saying to my little sister the other day, I said, "Yo, bit different," but I was like, "Yo, in school, you have to protect your name, because I was like, when I was in school, I was getting all my work done and then messing around. So when I'm getting in trouble with the teachers, they're like, "Oh, come on, Dan, no, you can do better than this. We know you can do." So when I got told off, that's how I got told off. You know what I mean? But then there was man that I was with getting in trouble together, getting shouted at, getting excluded, and that kind of stuff. It's like we were rolling together, causing the same trouble together. But it's like I feel like because I kind of
I get what you're saying.
Did my work
The school's done me bad. Remember, I went to Thomas Telford to start for a couple of years, and then I ended up going to Settlements, and the school's done me bad. I remember looking at my leavers book here, and people were writing in there, "Send me a VO." Send me a VO.
Sad.
Visiting order.
Sad.
I haven't even got a criminal record, you know.
What's wrong with people?
I haven't even got a criminal record. And you know what? You see all these.
These times that was the teachers.
And you know what? And you know all these all these A-star students.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not knocking them. Some people are doing good jobs and that, but out of majority, I'm not saying, I don't know all of them, but I'm probably in a better position than majority.
Yeah.
And I was the one that they didn't expect, and they all said I'd have somebody sitting next to me, a teacher sitting next to me, and I could have said I had like ADHD and all that.
Yeah.
And my mum and dad wouldn't give me no medication. They say, "You ain't putting no medication." But I've learned, you see, ADHD, it's a gift.
Yeah.
It's a gift. I've got a cousin who's got ADHD, and she's been put on medication. But I'm telling you now, ADHD is a gift. The medication is there to dumbing them down. But you see that if you could channel that energy into something positive, I know what mine is, like I get bored very easy.
Yeah.
Like if I'm doing a business, or say if I'm doing anything, I'm like, "Joe, I need something different." That's entrepreneur. That's entrepreneur. Set something up and then move on to the next.
I mean,
and that's what I do now.
Not to bring up the name, but Kanye's been saying that for a while, isn't it? You know what I mean? That's kind of what Kanye is saying.
I'm telling you,
they're doing all this to dumb down creativity.
They want to dumb you down.
School doesn't really try and encourage creativity.
It doesn't.
You know what I mean?
What the school does, it teaches you to fit into the system and not be somebody special in the system. There's a selective few. That's all the school's there for. Like literally to make you fit into the system. Like I'm on it. Like, do you know my little ones in school, the ones that are in school now, we have parents' evening, and this is no gas I can show you. And my daughter now is 5, and this is her last report. The one before it says, she's in exceeding and expected. And I've seen all the exceeding. Yeah, well done. I can tell her that. Don't have to send it to the teacher. Okay, so this expected. How do we get to exceeding? Okay, so we get that to exceeding. Now that in every single subject she's exceeding, doing above what she's meant to be. So I'm like, okay, so what are you doing with her now? Now she's exceeding. What are you doing with her now? And they're like, "Oh, what do you mean?" I said that she's exceeding. I'm like, no, she's exceeding to whose standard? To the government standard or to her standard? Because push her more. If she's exceeding, push her more.
I see it more. I see the push coming more in high school. With she's 5, I can't see them pushing too much.
Why not?
I just can't see it.
Because look, if they're telling her spell this and she's spelling it, and write this and she's putting grammar in, then make her do harder words, make her do better grammar. Because why is it you have to go to school.
You got to learn.
So then so you're saying when you have to go to school, you have to be at this level? Don't put a level on my child. Let her put her own level. Now, if she tries to do harder work and it doesn't work out for her, I'm not going to punish her.
No.
Because you're already exceeding. But give her that chance. And the reason why she's at a better level, and I'm telling you this now, and I'm not going to take credit for this at all, is because the mum sits down at home every day with her. And because she's got an older brother who she's learned from, she's made her be at a level that's probably a bit further than what he was at that age. He was at a good level, but she's probably a bit further. And that's because of what's happening at home. The school...
Well, that's kind of what I was saying. I don't think the school at primary school... I think the school at primary level expecting the push to come from home. And then I think when you get to secondary, they start talking about extra school curricular activities or whatever.
See, the thing is now, I feel that when it comes to like kids like that, it's you've got to push them because
they get bored.
They do get bored. My oldest
Yeah.
daughter, she gets bored within seconds. So you got to keep her mind firing, and because they're like that, because realistically you got to think about the world they're living in. The world works 10 times faster than when we were kids, you know.
Yeah.
Everything that comes on TV is faster. Everything, their life is faster. Think about this now. Before us, well, a bit before me, microwaves didn't exist. Yeah? It's before me, obviously.
Just think,
So when I come in, I'm like, yo, I want my food now. Do you want a microwave? It's like my daughter. It's like you know them little Tommy Tippy bad boys. You put the milk in and comes out and it's like, you know,
the powder milk kind of thing, innit?
Nah, it's like
you know the machines that you do, the coffee machines.
It's like that
for baby milk.
for baby milk.
Oh, they got those.
Yeah.
Okay.
All my daughters have had this. Yeah. Now, because she's had it, as soon as she's hungry, she's expecting some milk.
Yeah.
You get me? So everything's faster. Now their minds work faster. So we've got to think, we need to push them more at home. Even though
But you know what though? You know that little thing there? You probably don't even realise that can have a bad effect on her growing up.
Yeah.
Because you know what? That creates spoiled behaviour.
Yes, it does.
Because it makes you think that in life, if you don't get it now, it's not happening.
Yeah. It's true. 100% true.
So do you feel like...
Don't get me wrong, on certain things I'm like, just wait.
Yeah.
Even when you're crying, if they're crying, don't pick them up.
Don't pick them up.
Listen, you know they're crying. If they're in
right.
pain, you know they're in pain. If they're hungry, sort out the bottle, leave them to cry. Because you can't do enough for them. Get the bottle ready, then you go and deal with them. But all that pick up, they end up being spoiled.
Yeah.
And it starts from now. You see them first 5 years of their life. The sponges, the most important years of their lives. However you mould them from then, it's kind of where they're going to head towards.
To be fair, it's like you have to have the right amount of support and challenge.
Yeah.
Don't pick up all the time and don't be like, fend for yourself.
Yeah.
You got to have the right balance, because I know there was it's been documented, and before I ain't gonna try and go into too deep to this, but people that have had a lot more challenge in their life have been able to be more entrepreneurial, to be able to fend for themselves and live like independently, whereas people who are brought up to more mollycoddled and like, we'll sort out this, we'll sort out that, they're more dependent.
Yeah. So do you feel like we could do, as young fathers, to raise our children different than how we were raised?
For me, it's about, one, as Ricky said, 2 parents.
Yeah.
I've got 3 girls, yeah? Now, my 3 girls, obviously, they see a strong male role model from the beginning. So you see all these social media business, trying to gain... A lot of it is for girls who try to gain a man's attention, to gain their approval. A lot of it's because they didn't have that from their father. You get me?
Yeah.
So me instilling my values in them, that gives them a basis to say, to be honest, I'm okay with me. Yeah? And I don't need to feel like I have to be part of this squad, this part of this clique. Yeah, I got my friends, but if my friends aren't there, it doesn't mean the world's gonna end. I'm satisfied in myself. And that's one thing that, because of social media, they see everything else. They see what everyone else is doing.
Yeah.
And they feel, I have to be a part of that. Like some of these boys that are just running on road. Some of them nowadays, it's not a case of they haven't got nothing. It's just they want to fit in.
Yeah.
And this is one of the things that vexes me, because you see, like, more time, our ages, man on road, because they've got no choice. Don't get me wrong, they have choices. But
like back in the day,
back in the day, they didn't have that many choices, should I say? Yeah. Now, some of these boys are doing it. They've got a good family at home. They're just doing it to fit in. They're just running the roads to fit in.
Yeah.
And you're like, you're running around with your brethren, but your brethren there, you ain't got nobody. So what are you going on like that for?
Yeah.
Why are you living that life? He's got nothing else. He ain't got a dad at home. His mum just got a few hours at work. She's struggling. He's got to put some money on the table. Say, mum, pay this bill. Here's some money. Don't worry about it. She say, where you get it from? It's all right. Don't worry about that. It's okay.
Yeah.
Now, my boy, his family got big town car, whatever, nice house, whatever, and he's rolling on the road just for what? For what?
Image.
It's because that's what I'm saying. Is that image that they think they can get the bragging rights in it. They feel that they're the man doing that.
Yeah.
But that's because they've got no other options, no other role models. As I says, I can't think of a lot of black businessmen who I can say, look, it's all entertainment, and you think that's an accident? Black man being entertainers.
Yeah.
Like that ain't no accident, and that's why I'm not into it. Like,
but then that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I say again. Someone like you to chat to them.
Yeah, but this I'm saying, and I you see me, I'm my biggest critic. You know.
Yeah.
People come up to me, and this might be bad, but I don't rate myself as highly as maybe I should, because I always feel that I should be doing better.
Yeah.
And that's only because and maybe like I've got some of my business partners are worth millions. Yeah, like stupid millions. They're living in houses that I can't wait to be in. Like they're talking about they're going helicopter lessons. Like this is the level they're at. Do you know what I mean? And I just wanted to get off Park Village. That was my thing. And then when I got off Park Village, it's like, yo, I want more. So it's like the link now. I've took the link now. It's going to be launched. I'm relaunching the link soon. I'm taking it to a next extreme level.
Yeah.
I've literally, the reason I've been quiet with the link and not posting, because I've really took my foot off the gas with the link and concentrating on other stuff. But I applied for my FCA license.
Okay.
And I got
What's
it.
that again, sorry?
Financial Conduct Authority.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I've done is, people that says, what I found is when I was doing the link, is a lot of my client base are coming from suburban areas. People who had money.
Yeah.
And I always thought, what can I do for the inner city community?
Yeah.
And what you'll find is a lot of them have got like like they love things on finance and stuff like that, which is nothing wrong with that, because all the rich people lease their cars, get mortgages. No one don't buy £1 million house to get mortgage.
Yeah.
So there's nothing wrong with that. Do that, encourage that. But I thought if I was to be able to offer finance on home improvements, I'd be able to impact the people in the inner city. So now I've got my FCA license. I'm now in that position. So I'm doing that now.
That's big.
So people can come and get their bathroom and pay monthly for it.
Yeah, that's big.
I've got that in place now. So the link is getting relaunched soon.
Yeah.
But that's going to be where I'm pushing it. And this license I've got, I'm now classed as a broker. So I don't literally just have to give people finance and bathrooms. People can get cars off me and everything now with this license I've got. It took me a year and a half to get. There's only 63, I think when I read on the internet, 63,000 people in the country have got this license. And it's so hard to get. I don't even know how I got it, to be fair, but I got it. Do you know what I mean? I hired somebody to do all my paperwork and that, and I got it. So that's going to be coming. And once I've got that, it's going to open up more doors. And then I can start bringing people in and, do you know what I mean?
Educating.
But you can only do for somebody when you're able to do more than you can do for yourself. I've got 4 kids, you know. Do you know what I mean? So it's like trying to be out there. I'm not trying to be out there and just keep giving. If someone comes up to me as a youth man and says, Ricky, like, I want to get into this, I will never turn my back on them, ever. Do you know what I mean? I've had youths come up to me and they've said, I want to be an accountant. And I've said, look, phone this man. He's an accountant. Go and see him. Tell him I sent you. And I've come after, I phoned him. He's like, someone's going to come see you. And I've gone down there, spoke to him. And they've gone down there and they've gone down that road. Like, I don't need to be praised for it. Like, that's my little good, my good little thing. Like last year, I was running a company called Tailored Training, which is a company that basically gets people into employment. So I was training people in care and retail, and it was a government fund. And I got someone in my team to put the tender in, run the tender, and we got 160 odd people into employment. Like,
that's sick.
That's that. Now to me, I was doing it for money. Of course I was. I was getting paid per person.
Yeah.
But it's more than money when you got someone who's coming in who's ain't got a job and now they're able to put food on their table.
Opportunity.
And that's the good deeds, and I'll be rewarded for that in abundance. And it's not always about the money. So I am doing things to help people, and I have got some ideas. I am running through certain things, setting up charities and stuff at the moment. I have got certain things in the pipeline where I will be coming to people like Spock and that and saying, look, I've got this going on. We need you on board, because all I'm good at is networking and business development, but I don't know it all. There's people like Spock who I need to come and use his skills and push it in that direction. I can put it there for them, but then they've got to run with it.
Yeah.
And that's it. But everyone's in competition with each other. Everyone wants to compete. Like, I put on my post the other day, I've got 1,000 odd people on Facebook. Share this CBD oil. Once I've got 50 shares, I will give somebody a CBD oil for free.
Yeah.
I think I'm on about 49 shares. So I'm going to probably give someone for free. But why don't people share my positive stuff without me giving them something for free?
It's true. 100%.
Because I'm giving you something, you want to do it.
You want to do it.
But do it anyway, because guess what? Let me hear, when there's been a shooting, put a post up.
Yeah.
Everyone's sharing it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anytime anybody puts anything positive, no one ain't sharing it, no one don't care.
Yeah.
Everybody loves EastEnders, Coronation Street, Emmerdale. That's what everybody's into.
But you know what? I was doing some training at work, and you know, our mind, the brain, is actually like hardwired to search out the negative. And that's why all the negative stuff, all the people getting beaten up on Facebook, all them different things, someone getting shot or this and that happening, those are the things that are shared, those are the things that are reposted, and those are the likes just flying. Whereas the positive, progressive things, they're just, it's like the struggling.
I think we should make a challenge. I think we should put out, once this has been released, that for a month, no one's allowed to share or post anything negative. Let's see it.
Yeah.
Let's see it. And see if it makes a difference. Because listen, you get up in the morning, what's the first thing you do? You pick up your phone.
Yeah.
And if you're reading on there, this and that's happened, you're like, flipping out. Your day's already spoiled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Puts a negative spin on the
Negative
day,
spin on everything.
It's like I stopped like watching or reading the news.
I will start watching that long time.
Yeah, it's insane. But even
Negative.
Long time.
Negative.
Facebook's like that now though. It's like, even if it's not like local, it's just mad videos on the timeline.
You know what it was? It's like I saw a video this week, and part of me just feels like, yo, we need to stop sharing this propaganda, because all it's doing is filling up your head to make the narrative that's already there continue. It's all all we are doing is just keep spinning the wheel. It's like, keep going. And instead of that, we need to show positive role models. We need to show a positive mindset and say, look, the fact is that you can be positive. You don't even need to talk about the negative, because look, this is what I'm showing you. I'm positive. I'm doing this. So, everyone come together and work together and back the thing. And that's what it should be, instead of all this foolishness that I see on. It's foolishness, man.
I was saying the other day, I was going back to the kids, the youths that are going on bad now.
Yeah.
You know what we should try and do? Set up boot camp.
Yeah.
Literally, and that's one thing as well, You see, when I'm saying this, I'm being deadly serious. I'm not even joking. And I don't mean little boot camp set up in Marines. I'm talking one piece of greenbelt land in the middle of nowhere.
Okay.
Build up some breeze block building and approach the courts and say, listen, make this a probational thing where the youths them that go in with their foolishness, there's no community service. Make them come to boot camp, and the parents have to sign over the picture of them.
Yeah.
And they're there for 3 months. Proper working. Teach them to grow vegetables. All these things. Music, kind of, because find their skill, find out what their gift is. You'll see it. You just gotta look for it. And then once you make it clear to the kids what their gift is, they'll start feeling themselves. They'll start being more secure, because insecurity is what's making them going with their rubbish as well, And
definitely.
do you know what I mean? So boot camps and stuff like that, we ain't doing it. As a community, we'll love to chat about all the badness, but we don't like, what's the solution? We don't like to talk about it.
Mine needs to be a little figurines though, because they're not funded.
But this is what I'm saying, but self-funded.
Oh, self-funded.
Let me show you something. People don't know this. You're paying your tax. You can donate some of your tax to charity.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Yeah, gift aid.
So, we set up one charity, and everybody say, some of that tax money I want to go to that charity.
Yes.
We've self-funded it.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Asian man them self-fund their own businesses,
Yeah.
Do you think them, them temples? How do you think they're funded?
Yeah. I didn't know it's through the tax thing though. I didn't know about, because J. Cole mentioned it on that tune, like it was a thing that's not already existing, or maybe it's just not in
America probably.
Oh, okay.
I'm being deadly serious. That's how we don't want to do that. We don't want to do it. And what I'm saying is that, think of it like this: how much people are sharing all these things. If everybody was to put £1 in a week at all these people that are moaning, to say 1,000 people, it's £1,000 a week. £1, £1. A Snicker cost me 85 pence. Do you know what I mean? A Duos cost me 85 pence, and I buy one of them every day. So what I'm saying is, we could easily that £1.
Yeah.
But you know what it is? Let me tell you what the difference is. Everyone has to be on the same page, of the same agenda.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to do it for them. I don't business, I don't need to be the face. I can set something up and don't need to be the face. As long as the what we're aiming for is being met.
Yeah.
That job done. Everybody wants to be, look at what I've done.
Yeah.
That's what everybody's interested in. And but I'm telling you, there's things we can do for the community. Like with these youth clubs shut down, we could have funded them ourselves. Oh, they're going to cost, Spock, a youth club costs more than £1,000 a week to run. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's all the workers.
Do you know what I mean? So 1,000 people putting £1 in a week,
That's true.
Pays for a youth club.
100%
That's
true.
52 grand a year. And then you know what? You go to all these other places. You go to like Wolverhampton Arts Council and all that.
Yeah.
And when they see that you're putting money in, they will match fund on certain projects.
Yeah.
But I can't do it all.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
You pull it out into the.
I can't do it all. Like
Pull it out
I
then,
can. I'm not in the position to be able to not work and just do things for people.
Yeah.
Because I've still got work to do with my own people, my own family, and people who need help, but they can come to me. But there's somebody out there whose skill set is in what we need, and they could do it. And I can guide them. I could give them contacts. I've got contacts. Do you know what I mean? I've got people who would love to spend 250 grand out of their tax money and put into something. I've got, listen, I would want to see where my money's going.
Yeah.
There's people out there making millions, you know, and I know them who if I says, look, we got this charity, we're setting this up, rare, and you have got them people that be like, you know what? Can I get a little picture put in the press? Give it them. This man just donated £50,000. Give him the expressive star. Make him be give him the face. We don't business because our aim is to make a difference, not to be the face.
Yeah.
And if people really care about it, they'll do it.
Yeah.
But it's all, I think 90% of people that are chatting for the sake of chatting.
Well, yeah, but then a lot of people don't feel like they can do it.
No, but the thing is, this is the thing that vexes me, is that a lot of people, they want to come and say, oh, this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong. What are you doing to make it right?
But a lot of people like, oh, it's not self-hate, but you know, people that feel like they haven't got the confidence or resources.
Yeah, but guess what then? You know what you do? You know what you do? This is it, you know. All right then. We called it a hub. So there's me, I'm head of business development, networking, headhunting. That's my skill set. So I know how to pull people together, get the best. So I will see what you're good at, realize what he's good at, and then create synergy. And that's synergy. And that's how you create the best business is created through synergy. Yeah. So you might not be good at everything, but there's something you are very good at.
Yeah.
Let me utilize what you're very good at, and then you'll bounce off him from what he's good at, and then that's where we create something.
Yeah.
And that is all it takes. So when you got somebody coming into a room and saying, okay, what can you offer? At first, you might not be able to offer something, but you got some people who are just good listeners. Do you know what I mean? I'm not the best listener. I can chat. Do you know what I mean? So I wouldn't be the person that someone would come to listen, because I'm like, but there'll be somebody who can listen, and I don't mean listen, because the difference is listening and listening. I mean someone who's actually sitting there thinking, okay, and then that person might be able to come to me and break it down to what that person said, and then I would be able to run with that. But that's what I'm good at doing. That's the development stage. You get the best out of people, put them together, connect the dots, and then that's when something happens.
But so, like the initial idea, it kind of takes someone. Basically, not everyone thinks like you, like that.
Yeah, but like, I can do that. Like what I'm saying is, if there's a spot where we can get people together and we pull a date out there and we say, okay, let's get everyone together to go and do this. And I'm not talking to get everyone together to go and argue about, we all know the problems. We all know there's trouble on the road. We all know that the police can do more, and we forget all of that. I don't want to hear about that no more. It's all on Facebook. If you want to talk about that, go on Facebook. If we're going to get together, let's talk, okay, what's the solutions? And if you don't know the solutions, say nothing but come. And here, because guess what? You'll go away and something will come, and you write it down, and you come back and we do it properly. And then how you do it is like this: you put your hand up. This is what we think we should do. Put your hand up. A vote, because it's not my decision, because it's not my program, it's our program. And then we'll see. Okay, so there's 100 people and 8 people that says that we think that's the best idea. So that's what we're running with. Even if I'm one of the 20 that says that I don't agree with it. But that's what we run with. We try and error. It cannot be any worse than what we're doing already.
Exactly.
We're doing nothing.
That doesn't well. Yeah, I was about to say the same thing.
It's
not within our community.
It's not rocket science though.
Oh yeah.
You're trying to tell me if you was to go to a school and say, look, we want to hold a meeting to help about see if we can control this. The school's gonna love it, because guess what? If it works, the schools like this. The schools give it them for free. People always think it's not hard, but I just ain't got the time. But somebody out there has. So if somebody's watching this now and says, you know what, let me phone St. Chaz, let me phone Heath Park, let me phone the Civic and see if they can give us a hall. Get a date that is available, holler me, and we'll line it up. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. There's people out there who do care. And I'm telling you now, my dad's got a saying. My dad always says, I don't know if it's his saying, but he says, you don't check a doctor unless you're sick. And you see all these people want to pretend and act like it's not happening. Make it come in their backyard and see if anybody wants to talk about it. So just because it's not affecting your own now, there's going to be a time where it probably will affect yours. So why wait for it? Why don't you deal with it from now so it doesn't come in your backyard? And it starts now.
Let's look into that, man.
It's simple.
Did you see what I done? Came in a black Benz, nothing the right one.
I don't even know if you can even talk about any timeline foolery after that.
Any what?
Some timeline stupidness.
Oh,
I don't know.
I was gonna mention, Takeshi 69 got bust up.
you got bust up.
Yeah.
You know, is that mixed race foolish boy with all the tattoos?
Yeah, Mexican. I think.
He's don't get me wrong, yeah.
And they want to know why the youths are mad.
Thank you.
I read something over there. Did you see Bunk?
Oh
gang?
my days.
He must have fainted on that interviewing it. And then it was like, oh, see this guy, so many people look up to this guy, he needs to start carrying himself better. I can't remember where I saw it, but someone was like, oh, so many people look up to this guy, he needs to start carrying himself better. I said, please tell me people don't look up to Bunk gang.
That's what I'm saying.
Real gang shit,
Kids
what
are.
this is.
I mean, this one,
Yo, I seen. Do you know what, this Fortnite game?
Yeah.
Yo, that was like Sims. Back in the day, you'd play it because it's the only game on your on your computer.
Yeah.
I seen it. Yeah, it looked like it went back into time. Like,
Yeah, it looks kind of
And
it's
this-
kind of cartoony, innit?
that's what I'm saying. And if you look at the youths are in love with it.
I don't know how to feel about games. I remember chatting to my little cousin. He's not even little, but my little cousin. And he was basically saying, oh yeah, I could be on the roads where I could be with my friends or all this, but I'm just chilling at home on the Xbox, like
Listen,
pretty much every day.
This is how I look at it, yeah. TV and PlayStation, all them things, the same thing. You got telling a vision, it's television, program. It is programming you. You think that the PlayStation ain't dumbing you down?
I mean, it
You see how they-
improves your hand-to-eye
you
coordination.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Tell live vision.
Yo, listen, I'm telling you, you see the
Your
youth,
reflexes,
they've got
you know.
no social skills, and that's down to bad social media, social media, and computers.
Social skills is so bad.
Like even down to the way. Right then, let me show you something. You see, back in the day, if you wanted to talk to a girl,
I see. I'd say this all the time. Go on.
you had to go to the girl and
You
talk
have
to
to
her.
go and talk
Yeah.
to
You
her.
see now, you just have to slide in the DMs.
Yes.
I don't do that.
Yeah, me, that's true.
Nah, but
No, but I'm just saying, like that's how like.
Let's get that out there. I don't do that.
That's how.
The concept alone sounds easy. I've never
Now
used
the thing is, you know what? Now what I'm saying is as well, when it comes to like guys that like can't get girl and whatever, I'm like, yo, you guys are matched up by computers on like these dating websites, so you don't even have to do the introduction convo.
You have to look for it.
You don't have to.
You
look.
don't?
They will be sent to your inbox. Now, this is what I'm saying. All form of conversation and like just the way to gauge someone's behaviour, to gauge someone just to keep them interested in their conversation. It's not needed.
And then you know what though? And the reason why people are depressed and insecure is because of social media. Because it's all fake. I'm telling you now, I've got the Samsung S9 Plus. And I'm telling you now, I don't even have to put a filter on. It filters automatically.
Yes.
So
You
like,
do?
if you look hurt on social media, do you know what I mean? Like any woman can get 1 million followers. Take explicit photos and
Yes.
man will follow you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And that
Easy.
is the whole thing is different, man. Like
Fam, like, I'm a friendly person. You get me out. If I'm walking on the street, I say hello to people when I see them, especially with the black. People don't like saying hello back, you know. Or people look weird. People look weirded
who are
out
you?
when you say hello. Oh, you're right.
but they don't mind waving at you on social media.
Yeah.
Right. That's
weird.
the weirdest one when you say hello to someone and then they kind of give you the weird one. Then you go home and they start following you.
Yeah.
It's like, yo. I just saw
Nah,
you.
it's bad though. It's very bad. The way people can't socialize is very bad.
Yeah.
But you have to make sure your kids are on that though. Make them talk to people, learning basic manners. Hello, bye, thank
Kids
you.
are on
pardon.
social media.
No, your
Nah,
kids.
yeah, just your
have
kids
to
coming
force
through.
them to,
Make
you
sure
know.
make sure that they're into this socializing.
Oh,
So like,
yeah.
In real life.
Yeah, I
It's
put it
like-
on social media.
my youth now, he plays like my oldest one plays FIFA. He like loves FIFA. He's not allowed Fortnite. He downloaded Fortnite, got deleted. Like he loves FIFA. He's a footballaholic. He's a very good footballer. And when he's playing out, he plays football.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And people will join him and play football. But you see, like, it's hard because you don't want them out there when all the rubbish is going on, but then you don't want them to be stuck in the house and not socialising. Do you know what I mean? So it's like a catch-22. So there's got to be a balance. You've got to make sure that your child knows what's what.
And to be fair, even if they were out, there's no one else out there to socialise with.
Yeah,
So
everyone's on
just like,
Fortnite.
walking
Yeah.
with their
Everyone's-
head down.
Yeah. It's bad. You go to clubs and everyone's face is lit up. Phone lights on their phone.
Well, I was saying before, I went to 101. I'm not knocking a club, but yo,
Poppy shop place.
yeah.
Snapchat, look what I brought.
Yeah, I'm walking in
Spent
there
all my
thinking,
wages.
I'm looking, I'm like, yo, everyone's on their phone. No one's even enjoying the music.
Until the In My Feelings comes on. The challenge. So even that, the music's just dominated by controlled
Kiki.
by social. Yeah. Oh yeah, I know that one. Everyone started in a dance. I was parked up in my car the other day, and the tune came out, listening to the album.
DJs must be sick of that tune now.
Nah, I pretty love it. Easy job.
Nah.
Kiki.
Most DJs that I know be like, yo, don't tell me what to play.
Oh yeah.
I know
Real
what to
DJs.
play.
Real
Real DJs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's frustrating, you know, and I try not to even talk about like certain subjects too much because it frustrates me. It frustrates me bad. But and you know what? And I shouldn't really get that frustrated because what's common sense or standard procedure to me isn't standard and common sense to everybody.
So what do you do to relax then?
What do I do to relax?
Well, when you're not working, basically. Like, what's your leisure activities?
Well, I do bare sports. So I box. I'm meant to be fighting in a couple of months. So I box, gym every day, box and football. But like, family, man.
Yeah.
And you know what? And because it's hard, because I don't live with none of my kids.
Okay.
It's like it's hard, and that is probably one of my biggest regrets.
Yeah.
Because I've grown up in a household having my mum and dad.
Yeah.
And it's like there's only so much hours in the day, and it's work, and then I've got to fit and see my kids, and it's turning into a job. Do you know what I mean?
And it shouldn't, yeah.
And it shouldn't. It should be like that's where I should be chilling, but it's just one of those things, and it like. I'm in the predicament now.
Just get a big house, get them all to live
together.
and then you just go to different rooms in it.
Yeah, Mayweather. Mayweather lifestyle. Nah, serious. It's like it's relaxing. I do find it hard, but I've learned. I read, like one of my role models. He used to say, how the hell? Watch American Gangster.
Yeah.
Frank Lucas.
Oh, Frank Lucas. Yeah.
He's one of my role models, and I know that he was the biggest drug dealer, but he didn't have to do it. So just change the product.
Yeah.
But he said straight, like, when he stepped his foot into his house, business was on road. He didn't talk business in his house.
Yeah.
And that was something that I told myself that I'm going to do. Like,
Get to that level,
when I get into my house, I ain't interested in business. I ain't interested. Business is on road. If I want to do business, let me go on road. Let me go to the office, whatever. But you see, when I step foot in my house, I'm there to just chill, relax, and just that's it. And that's one thing I taught myself. And it's hard to switch off. And that's what I do to relax. Just literally tell myself, when you're home, you're at home, work's done.
Yeah.
So you ain't got like a PS4 gaming tag? No.
Nah, see, I've got a PlayStation. And I swear down, I couldn't even tell if the battery's live on the pad. Like, serious. I don't, just Netflix and chill.
Yeah.
That's all I do.
That's
Power,
it,
you
know.
Power.
Yeah.
It's
I love Power.
I don't watch Power.
I'm Ghost.
I'm going to get episode 1 started,
I'm
yeah.
Ghost.
All them people,
Ghost.
yeah. all them people, yeah. That was on my
You ain't watch
Instagram.
Power?
Fam, I ain't got time.
What do you mean you got time?
I'm literally, I don't have
Yo, listen,
an hour. I
watch-
don't have an hour to
I'm-
sit down and do
Watch
anything.
Power. I'm encouraging technology now. Watch Power. Tell you now, it's bad.
Everyone, you know what it is? I know it is.
You know what though? Ain't it like the new season though?
I think because this is season 5 now, isn't it? Because season 4 was mad. The writing was all over the place. I feel like that was a general consensus.
Okay, let me ask you a
So I feel
question.
like
Because
they're
you watched
calming
it.
down now.
Because you've watched it. What's your take on Dre?
I like Dre. I've always liked Dre.
What's your take on Tyreek?
He's the son.
Yeah.
I know that though. Social media's let me know about Tyreek.
It's annoying, man. It's
I
annoying.
think, yeah. My brother said this to me, and it's kind of surprised me. My brother said it still, because he doesn't really clock things like this. But actually, I take that back. He just kind of clocks certain things.
Yeah.
But imagine, yeah, do you know when Tyreek is gone and made that text to Dre to run, and then he come back and he carried his sister's coffin. Did you see how he looked at his dad, and was like, and his dad went, and he looked at his dad and went, and then Ghost looked at Tommy and went.
Yeah.
Was Tyreek told to make that text to make him run towards the Italians?
Hot take.
Everyone's gonna be rewinding back to it now. Like, yo,
I don't even think Ghost is that smart anymore, you know.
you don't think Ghost's that smart?
Ghost's head's gone.
It would be gone,
Well, yeah.
but I don't think it's gone.
Even from episode 1, from the moment Angie walked into the club, head's been gone.
You know what that says? The woman's the man's downfall. Yo, I'm telling you, the man's biggest downfall is woman, and then the love of money.
True
The
story.
love of money.
Yes.
But that's weird though, because Angie was like the woman, and then Tasha was just money. Oh, you're gonna stay on the street. You're gonna
Yeah,
kill
because
her.
she got hooked.
Yeah.
She got hooked. This is what I'm saying.
I was rooting
Remain
for
humble. Remain humble. But she was the worst. Tasha's the worst.
That's what I'm saying. I was rooting for
She was
Angie.
no, but I'm saying she's the worst from it before. The woman, listen. Oh, let's not make this conversation about women. But serious, yeah. Listen, the woman. It's getting me angry though. The woman stuck it on Ghost's driver.
Yeah, sure did it.
Bear in mind, imagine we've seen other angles, so we know what's what.
Yeah.
All Tasha saw was her husband, who owns the club, pass his business card over to a woman wearing a suit in the club. She don't know who she is. All he's seen was her passing that number over. She's seen that and then wanted to go and show off her bits to the driver. That could have been a normal... Obviously, we found out it wasn't innocent, but she didn't know that. And she acted on that. And I think that's going to be the agenda, because I think 50 Cent is... The agenda of this program is going to be saying, don't trust no woman. I think that's what the agenda of this program is. Because every
It
agenda...
makes sense to his whole life.
When you think about... Nah, serious?
It does make sense to his whole
When
life.
you think about Angie, he got all loved up with her. Can't trust her.
Nah,
Then you
I
had...
could trust Angie, man. Angie's she's too loyal to the job, basically.
So then what I'm saying is there's no... Real loyalty
No,
is no matter what, you are loyal to that person.
well, she's loyal to the job. She's a police
She's not
officer.
loyal to her husband, to her man.
But Ghost was a criminal who she was
Yeah,
trying to
but-
get down. So she
Yeah, it don't matter.
that's correct.
Listen, real love.
But I think that's what's gonna happen now, though. They're gonna link back.
Yeah,
up
because
and-
she got dragged into it because she didn't want to.
Exactly.
She got dragged into something that she didn't really want to get dragged into, so she has no choice.
All I'm saying is, yo.
And look at that other woman.
I said it, yeah.
You see the other woman?
Which one?
The investor.
Oh, yeah.
And the man.
Does my head in, man.
You see, what I'm saying is, sure, you'll see.
But yo, Ghost is getting killed.
You reckon?
Yeah. I said it from the season.
Don't say that. I ain't getting killed.
I feel like Ghost is gonna get killed and Kanan's gonna take over the show and it's gonna be 50 Cent show. And it's just gonna be the
Yeah,
main
it's his
man.
show, innit? So he's gonna-
Yeah. Like it was a side.
But I also think that 50 Cent's Tyreek's dead.
that was actually conspiracy. Did you see it?
No.
Yeah, that was a.
I've trust me, when I watch things, I'll watch things proper. I think that's his dad, and I think Tasha wants him dead because Ghost doesn't know that they've slept with each other.
I think he raped her.
You reckon?
Yeah, I think he raped Tasha.
Tasha looks like she'd rape him.
Back when Kanan and Ghost were cool. Anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, spoilers, just you
I
know.
heard it.
Yeah, spoilers.
You seen that 50 Cent and Floyd going at each other?
It's a bit rough.
Yeah.
It's a bit rough.
But did Floyd start it? It's out of nowhere. I seen Floyd. You seen it in it? The first
Yeah.
one.
You know what though? I'll be honest with you. I need caught up on it. Like looked into. I didn't even really know anything about it until like yesterday and today.
Yeah.
But from what I've seen, it's just another example of two black successful men beefing.
Exactly.
But they're like cousins, man. They were close back in the day, innit?
Yeah. They always make up and fall out. They
Yeah.
make up
And you know what they're
fall
arguing
out.
about? And do you know what makes me sick? They're running each other about you broke.
Yeah.
Both of them. They're both rich as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like I don't know. I don't know. I just think, and it's daft. And look, it's being shared, and everyone's on it.
Everyone's on it.
50 Cent was mentioning the dead friends and that.
It's just,
It's all mad
it's
stuff.
just stupidness, man. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, yeah. I did laugh at the 6ix9ine thing, but I'm not going to speak on him because I said I'm not going to speak about that young man ever again.
But do you think it was real or not?
I don't know. Probably doesn't
What's
care.
that?
6ix9ine getting robbed.
To catch
I just think
6ix9ine
that. I just think that if you put out
But
that
by
much,
who?
Basically,
Is he that?
Say-
Do you know 6ix9ine? Because I don't. Is he the one that keeps running everybody?
yeah,
pretty much, yeah.
with
He
the
got
rainbow hair.
kidnapped outside his yard, taken somewhere, then they must have brought him back to his yard, cleared out his safe or whatever, jewellery, and then left him.
I just think that it's karma, and if it is real, it's karma. If it isn't, it's just a very good rollout for his single.
Well, yeah, I think he's trying to get that sympathy.
Did
now.
6ix9ine also say to 50 Cent, "How do I get involved in this beef?"
Yeah.
Eggs up.
Yeah. And it's just all that whole energy that it's bringing to it. I'm just it's like nah. I don't want to know that. I'm not about that.
See, I don't really know that whole. I'm more of a Drake kind of man. You know what I mean? I like the kind of music like
Yeah, chilled.
yeah. So all that 6ix9ine.
It's hype stuff.
Do you know what do you think of the actual tune?
Fifi?
Yeah,
One of the worst songs I've ever heard.
thank you.
It's
No,
that
but
bad.
I didn't listen to all of it, but I heard a snippet of it.
Yeah. His
And
verse.
at the start of it,
Yeah, his verse is one of the worst.
And I was like,
verses
that's
ever
not his
recorded.
normal.
But remember, I
style.
said to you before, on his album, towards the end, there's a couple tunes like that.
Like
or
that?
Chocolate and that, yeah.
Nah,
where he's
man,
trying to
nah.
do the singing
When
thing.
I heard it, I was just like, nah, please
Yeah.
don't do that ever again. I don't care because you got Nicki on here. Don't do that.
Everyone can sing now, though, innit?
Everyone can.
When you got technicians like Spock.
Yeah. Get me.
Listen, I could go in there now, yeah, come out sounding like Drake. When it comes to auto tune.
Spot's got the glow up.
And everyone was slating Nicki's verse, but I don't think it's
Is that the tune?
Yeah.
I don't like this. Nah, it doesn't suit 6ix9ine, in my opinion. I don't like
So you
it.
can hear it, Robot.
I don't like it.
Robot.
Don't like it. I know some people do
Music's
like it.
dead, man.
but
That-
Nah,
Love it,
that's
some
dead.
people just love it.
I think it can be done well.
Listen,
It can be done better, but not by him.
Nah, not at all. So many people are just abusing it.
you know, I've always wanted to know. I want to ask you actually, because you're into music. Who do you think's got more talent, Drake or Chris Brown?
Chris Brown. Chris Brown's
Chris
probably
Brown
the most
by a
talented
mile.
man alive right now.
Chris Brown is
You know what?
is
I thought
most
the
talented-
way you just looked at me. I asked somebody the question, the same question last week. You know, they gave me the same look and said Drake.
No,
Said Drake. Drake.
nah.
Because I was saying Drake. I ain't gonna lie at first.
Yeah.
But then my brethren Briggsy, you know Briggsy?
Oh yeah.
John, it's the singer. He does it with Ollie Murs and all that.
Oh okay. Nah.
He's from Reens. See, he's a man in the Reens. Like,
The name rings a bell still, but
he's a big man still, but he looks young. He looks like our age, but he's like 40 odd. But yeah, he was like, Chris Brown is like, Chris Brown is the man. Do you not understand? I'm like, what do you mean? It's like,
man.
Chris Brown's the man. And then what he says to me is, I'm telling you now, because if Chris Brown didn't lick Rihanna, he'd be
Yes.
bigger than Drake right now.
100%.
And to be honest, he's still got a successful career.
Yes.
It's just,
Imagine that times 5.
but yeah.
Chris Brown, I'm saying this. If Chris Brown didn't lick Rihanna, he'd be bigger than Michael Jackson.
That's my brother, you know.
Think about social media. Think about social media.
Yeah, for real. Mike,
Think
now, you
about
know what?
social
Can you imagine
media.
Chris Brown's never been to the UK, you know?
Oh no, he can't.
No, he
get
has.
him.
I went to his concert.
It's been?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Years ago.
Was that before the
When he was
thing?
14.
No, it was that was just before the Rihanna thing.
Is that when?
Yeah,
What, is that when the times when they done that tune? What's it called? Say goodbye. Goodbye. Yeah, it's a banger. That is, you know.
No, that was on his first album. Yeah,
Do you know if you're ever gonna break up with someone, send them that.
I don't even know about Chris Brown.
I did
albums.
actually.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I did. No, you know I did. You know I did. What it was, yeah. I was in the car and I was like, I was playing the music and I was like, it's never a right time still. Just to let it down, you know what I mean? But it worked. We got the idea.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Banger, you know.
Nice.
It's a banger.
The only thing, I never used to like this song because it reminded me so much of Casey and JoJo.
Oh,
just the piano.
see.
I don't like it.
I tell you another banger is when your girl's doing your head in, yeah, like really doing your head in. I did this once. There's a song by Trey Songz called "Cheat on You." Yeah. It's
That's
like
brave.
it's like when she's doing your head in, you know, play the song and just look at her.
is this it?
Yeah.
It's like you're driving, you know, you're just driving real quiet, you know. You turn up the music.
I've never heard this.
See, hear this line. Yeah, mate. Yo, I was playing the tune, you know, he's driving. Indicator. You get me? Kind of got the point. You know what I mean? Don't get it twisted. I broke up with soon after that anyway.
You know,
Yeah,
it's a
man.
good tune for when your girls get on your nerves. Yeah.
Oh,
That's a
gosh,
tune,
man. But yeah, man.
Oh, that's what I was doing. I was looking for. This is basically the Did You See as well.
Okay.
The what?
We've got a segment called like Did You See? It's basically like stuff from the news or the timeline and that kind of stuff. So just going through stuff that we've seen in the week.
I don't know. Yeah, mine was mainly the Floyd thing. And what was that one I sent to you in the week? Jeez. Where is it? You seen the video for your favourite tune non-stop?
Yeah. I don't not like the tune. I think people think I don't like the song. I don't think the song's special, but I don't get why it was tracked to. That's
What?
only
What?
thing.
Who's that?
Non-stop Drake.
Oh,
Yeah, I think the song's a decent song.
I think his best tune on there. I don't see. I forget things I do. Is it Energize? Is it got a tune? Elevate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's his best tune
That's
on
alright.
there.
That's alright. Emotionless is the one that everyone kind of latched onto as well.
And I like the one with Michael Jackson on there as well.
Yeah. It's a grower still for me. It was a grower. At first I was like, eh. But
It's
now
mad because the
I can
part
play
when you hear that song, the part you sing is Michael Jackson's part.
Yeah. You know,
Like, that comes on in the gym, you know, and
song for me,
I'll go in.
Did you like that?
The Jackson comes out in me. Innit?
Oh yeah, for real. Did you man like that song when it was like Drake featuring Aaliyah?
I remember that.
Yeah.
And then I was like, ooh.
I hated that song.
I don't know.
It just reminds me of that, like poor use of the sample.
What? Oh, then you know what? What do you reckon of Drake's Behind Bars?
The Link Up one.
Yeah.
It's alright. Wasn't like special, but I think I just like the fact that he embraced that he did drill. You know what I mean? I think I like just like that.
As I said, I just said that.
Have you
Man,
spoke about this before?
Yeah.
Yeah, last
Man,
week.
man was slating it, but I'm like, yo, you're comparing him to people who he isn't.
He's British now, though, isn't
Yeah.
he? Yo, Mama.
You seen the non-stop video?
Nah.
Yeah, basically it's his performance from Wireless and then he's in somewhere in London.
Yeah, but he loves UK. He's got a yard in London and everything.
A lot of people cuss him, but
Nah,
I'm
but you know
like,
that ain't gonna lie. Still, I ain't gonna lie. There's not a lot. Like, this might sound like a beg, yeah, but I'd roll with Drake still.
Yeah.
That's serious.
Putting
He's
it out
cold.
there.
He's cold. Putting it out there, yo, Drake. Yo, the link 24/7.
Seems like an alright guy, to be fair.
Nah, he does.
It just...
the
He
reason
does.
why I say the reason why I say that it's a good thing is because at the end of the day, look at the platform he has and the amount of artists in the UK that are on that platform and say, yo, America, this is who I am. You may not see me like on your TV for all the, every single person's gonna get my music, but if one person from how many states says, yo, let me get that Lowski tune, let me get that Gigs tune, it's good,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
And it just
Yeah, it
promotes
is.
UK artists, so I can't see that. I don't understand why man are not really accepting it because it's good for our culture.
He's got an agenda as well, though.
Yeah, of course it is, but yeah,
Of
you
course.
got to use each other. People have to use each other for their own purposes. We just got to make the most of it.
Did you see Amir Khan posted a picture with...
What's that?
Amir Khan posted a picture with Bruce, Caitlyn Jenner.
Yeah.
You know Caitlyn Jenner?
The funny thing.
Yeah.
Yo. 2018, you know, you're gonna...
Yo, listen,
you're
let
gonna
me up
remix
then,
it,
boy.
man.
Listen, let me up, boy.
I can't find the picture, but basically like a Snapchat, and you put the caption like, with Bruce Jenner, and he's sitting next to Caitlyn Jenner. So then,
So whether Caitlyn Jenner is Bruce but now transformed.
Yeah. Transformed.
It is a transformation, though, isn't it? Is that are you not allowed to say that?
Tuesday.
So what do you call
Tuesday,
So whether are you not allowed to say that?
Yo, Monday
Every
she
day-
was Bruce.
Are you not allowed to say that?
nah, you can still.
Because he's transformed, isn't
Fully
it?
more of a
Yo,
transition.
Monday she was Bruce. On Tuesday she
More of a
got
transition.
breasts.
Listen, don't put that in the same context. Mama's like transition. My book. Don't bring that title. It doesn't talk about nothing. There's not one topic in not one chapter talking like that.
Nah, that's fair still.
man.
But yeah, there was a video like someone must.
Is he taking a mic then?
No.
Now it's an accident.
Yeah, so he did a video explaining why he called her Bruce Jenner.
Nah, but the thing is, you know what? This is what I'm saying.
Bruce was because, I've been watching him from the Olympics when he won the gold medal. He was a hero, and obviously I'm a fan. So obviously I remember him as Bruce. Me being an Olympic champion myself. So when I met him, obviously it didn't cross my mind. I went over, shook Caitlyn's hand and said, "Hey, how's it going, Bruce?" By accident. I didn't mean anything about it. He didn't really mind when I called him. Caitlyn didn't mind when I called.
Yo, what would you say? You technical yet?
Yeah, there's a lot of respect there, so I just don't want people taking it out of context. And the reason I called
Yeah, there's
No, but it's true though. Like, what would you say? I don't get it.
what would I say?
Don't ask me.
I don't know,
Don't ask me.
I think because I didn't know Bruce other than from the Kardashians, so he's saying okay, obviously from the Olympics and whatever. So I'm thinking of someone now, say Mo Farah. Say Mo Farah now.
Both. You said both.
Yeah, but that's like my nigga. Like.
What's Mel Farrow?
I'm always black as well, isn't it? Alright, say Tom Daly, the swimmer. Say he.
But that's not like.
But I wouldn't approach him
Okay, no,
with
but
his
it's
anyway.
gay, innit?
Yeah.
Yo, relax.
No, I'm saying I wouldn't anyway. Like, I'm just saying I wouldn't. Like, I wouldn't not recognize him in it.
Yeah.
He's not a person.
Listen, I'm not. Listen,
He's not
everyone's
that
each to their own, you know.
He's not that. I'm not the person to go up to Tandan and yo, oh, well done, because he. To be honest, don't get me wrong. If you ain't Michael Phelps, I don't care. In swimming, I don't care.
I don't know who Michael Phelps is.
Like 11-time best swimmer in the world, like in history. American geezer, wingspan like of your height or something. Serious man's major. Apart from him, rest of them, I don't care. You know what I mean?
So if Michael Phelps transformed into Michelle Phelps, how would you approach? How would you? Hi.
I say what's good. Give him a dap.
Him.
What are you trying to catch me out?
I'm just checking out.
Yeah, I would.
All right, you know what? Let's
Yeah, I
clip
would.
it, bro. All right, then. I've got a friend who I went to school with who is gay.
Yeah.
Is that allowed to be said?
Yeah.
Because I don't
You
know.
can say that.
To be fair, now, you can say what you want.
No, I'm just, I don't know. I don't know if the word gay is bad. I don't know. Like,
Sad.
the way everything's a small mashup. But yeah, so imagine I see him and he's like, I'm not going to say how he talks and that, but he'll see people and he'll address everybody with a hug and everything else. And he goes like, Ricky. And I'm like, yeah, like, let's just keep it real, innit? Like, that's just how I am. Like, you ain't just because you're choosing to be that. I'm not gonna hug you.
Yeah, no, that's fair stuff.
Firms me, shake my hand, grab my hand, pull shoulder to shoulder.
Yeah, I get that. I think that a lot of people, don't get me wrong, it's like if someone decides to make a change in their life, it's like you have to.
Yeah.
Say, you have to accept this. But you don't. If you don't want to, you don't. It's like if you want to be, you know, you have your own mind.
I think
each to their own. Each to their own. Just don't push it on me, innit?
Yeah.
Just don't push it on me.
No head spread.
Try to hug you from the back.
Head what?
No, I was gonna say
Hello? What's going on here?
no hate spreading is what I wouldn't tell. No hate spreading. I don't like
Let's
spreading
get back
hate.
to what
And then he said something about hugging from the back. I don't know.
What you gonna do? What you just runs hug you? Bear hugs ya, surprises ya.
You seen that video with Go on, let me hear it, sir. Alright, love it. I just
Listen.
know it's weird.
You know what happened? Dirty Jacko.
Nah, that's bad stuff. That's actually sexual harassment though. Stuff.
Yeah, of course. Can I class that as self-defense? Whatever happens after that?
Yeah, it's like.
All right, then I know what I'll do. Keep it.
It's true still.
Do you remember Will Smith?
Yeah.
Where he's on the red carpet now, and the reporter tried to give him a kiss in the cheek, and Will was like, "Yo, let's slap through this." You see?
I remember it. Instant reaction, innit?
Yeah, but that's like
Yeah, but what was he doing kissing his son?
he was kissing his son. Will
Yeah, have we not seen that stuff?
on the lips.
Yeah.
Listen, my son,
Each to
yeah.
their own, I
You
get
see my
that,
son?
bro.
My oldest son, yeah,
On
he's
telly though?
9. No, 8, coming 9, yeah. And me and him don't kiss. Like, I stopped that when he was 5.
Yeah.
Get me?
Yeah,
now
yeah,
I shake
yeah.
his hand. I don't even firm him, shake his hand, I hug him.
Yeah.
Get me?
Yeah.
But you see my daughter? I'll give her a kiss.
Yeah.
And at first, when he probably see me kiss my daughter, but then not kiss him, I made it clear to him that, yo, you're a big man now. Like, that was a big man.
Yeah.
You dress me with a handshake, you dress me with a hug. That's our bond.
Yeah.
And me and your sister have got a different bond. And that's where that's where confusion comes into place.
Yes.
Where we try and make the boy and the girl
Exactly the same.
feel that they have the same bond. No,
Yeah.
there's a different bond for a reason.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go into all the details.
Yeah.
But that is, and I'm not, listen, as I says, I've got friends. Listen, do your thing. I don't care. Like, I don't mind. Just you know what I mean? Just don't push it on me.
Yeah.
Don't push it on me.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't kiss my son on the lips.
You'd be
Like,
wrong. You're
after
teaching him.
certain
Yeah,
age.
you're teaching him. I don't know. Thinks it's Chris.
It's
Next time, a friend at school wants to do it. Like,
It's like, nah.
do you know what I mean? Well, Dad, you said you do it.
It's like, nah.
I don't think I saw anything else. To be fair, I got no more.
I was going to bring up another one ages ago.
Oh yes, I have.
You know what it is real quick though?
Go on,
real
go on.
quick. Was
This
you
ain't
see how,
quick,
you
man,
see how like remember that Lewis Hamilton business?
Yeah.
Did you see when it was on the front of GQ in a skirt?
He was on the front of GQ.
Yeah.
Who?
Lewis Hamilton.
Was it in the skirt?
Yeah.
What? I don't know. Let's say skirt.
Okay.
Oh, you took one of them Scottish things like,
Nah,
or
it was
proper
like
skirt.
a skirt thing because he said, you remember when on social media he says, nah, you know, boys don't wear
Yeah.
skirts. Da. And then everyone, not everyone, but bare people gave him pure flack for it. And then, boom, he has to come out and says, nah, ain't got nothing against nobody, da 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 da. And then he comes out and says, on the front of GQ with a skirt on to win them back. I'm like, yo, bro.
Stick to your principles. That's your principles.
Is that your principles? Stick to it. You shouldn't have to sit there and make everyone sit there and say, okay, then he's okay now because he's done that. Nah, it's just fake. And for me, he kind of took a step down in my estimations for doing that, because just stick to your guns. You got to stick to your guns.
Listen, that's one thing, if I ever end up being like a known celebrity, I'm telling you, it's going to be a catch. You're going to either hate me or love me, because I'm keeping it 100. Yeah. Trust me, I'm going to end up in the front pages for bad things, because I ain't going to be changing my principles that mean fake for anybody.
Yeah.
Keep it 100, man. Like, everyone's got different personalities for a reason. Like, if you want to do that, but not me.
Yeah.
This it looks more like a kilt, but it's actually alright still. I like it. I wouldn't wear it because it wouldn't suit me.
But the thing is, the fact that he wore it, it was kind of like to appease people. Yeah, I don't know. And I'm like, nah, you shouldn't be brooking your back to please people for nothing. Be yourself. Be yourself. Stick to your guns.
What,
that's weird, yeah.
And be I was like, nah, I'm sorry. I know some people might not agree.
Was just that his chest was out. Like, why are you in a skirt with your chest out?
At the end of the day, yeah. If it was a Scottish kilt, I was like, cool.
But I think they're calling it a kilt.
But it wasn't a kilt. That's not a kilt. Because it ain't got there's something on the front.
Oh. Yeah.
Listen, you see, if it's round here and you ain't got a split between the back and the front, don't wear it. Wear shorts. There's meant to be a seam in the middle. Wear shorts. Wear them things. I get locked up.
You meant
police will come me down. So what's he carrying?
You
man heard R. Kelly's new tune.
Oh, Lord. I didn't listen to it,
Or 90 minutes.
I didn't listen to it because I heard it was 90 minutes long.
Yeah, with the words up. And you know what? I rate him.
What was it?
He doesn't admit any form of paedophilia in it.
Nah.
So what is he?
You know what it seems to me? You know when you watch Straight Outta Compton and then Eazy-E got done over?
Yeah.
It was the same kind of flex. He's been disrespected. Remember, he was one of the first in this industry,
Yeah.
And he's had no guidance. He's gone through like how much lawyers, how much managers, everyone was just there to hurt him. So the whole of it, half of his things he was putting out wasn't even what he wanted to put out. It's just what he had to put out. And he talks about it.
He's basically saying he can't read and he got like screwed.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't own
he can't read, innit?
So he doesn't own his publishing and his
What?
He doesn't own any of his songs. And because he can't read, he couldn't read the deal. So the person that advised him,
he's getting everything.
Yeah.
And he said that there's one guy been trying
broke.
to. Yeah, He says that he does tours just to pay the bills, and that's so he doesn't pay, so he can pay his mortgage.
Wow.
And then he kind of admitted to a sex the sex court thing, but then he was like, "I'm the free."
She was, but he's saying it was overage, innit?
Yeah.
It was she was overage, and it was like basically the parents to blame, because there's parents out there that have dropped their daughters to me.
I've heard that.
Do you get me? And I can imagine it, because
it's R. Kelly. They're thinking, yeah.
But I wonder if he could rewind back time, what he would do. You know, what's it called? Turn back the hands of time. Is that what it's called? It's a banger, that is.
Oh God.
But he even says that he don't go to church, so I don't know where he's going with that gospel album.
He had bills to pay. That's all needed to be done.
No, I felt sorry for him, to be honest. I was thinking it's weird the way he still wears leather gloves. Yeah, still does videos wearing leather gloves, and he made that what was that album made, Black Panthers?
Yeah.
Just talking about sex throughout the whole album.
I listen to R. Kelly album now.
Talking about lick the girl like an Oreo. That's what he says on the track.
Lad.
And this man's like 50, you know.
Yeah.
I mean,
he's a bit different. He's a bit different.
I mean, if that's what he's into and there's a market for it, then do your thing. But
did it sell though, the album?
I don't know.
But even if it did, he didn't know the publisher rights.
Yeah. He's touring.
No, I feel sorry for him.
That's bad, man. To be fair, that is bad.
Well, that's it from me.
That is it from me. Yeah, man.
Any final words before we wrap up?
Nah, just add the link 24/7 on Instagram.
Big up.
Wait, the link. Oh.
Yeah, the link 24/7.
Have you got 2 accounts?
I've got the link Devels, but I'm gonna push that more when I've got this finance thing more out. But the link 24/7 is more everything I do, because obviously I got the vape company, I got all the other stuff. So
Yeah.
I just promote everything from there as a personal. More of a motivational page, that one is.
Yeah,
And
man.
the book, push the book.
Yeah, the book's on Amazon. It's called The Transition by Ricky Jackson. It's £5. Yeah,
get that.
leave a review as well.
Yeah.
No negativity.
Big up there.
Yeah, that's episode 42. Thanks for coming through.
Yeah, man. Big respect.
I can't wait to listen to this one back still, I ain't gonna lie. It's better.
And you know what? To be honest, I want people to actually listen,
Mm.
not just like try and skip, because you need to listen to this episode and really take it in, because it shows just have a plan, execute the plan, and that's it.
What do they say? If you fail to plan, you plan to fail.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Over and out.
Peace.
Out.
Done. Why?
I'm done. We're done.
We done spot. Cut that.